Let me make sure my personal volume's good. Yeah, it's fine. We should bring back old-timey insults. You nincompoop! You scallywag! Stream and lose weight, you fucking galump. What is a galumpus? What is a galumpus?
이해가 어렵기 때문입니다.
I've never heard of that. A galumpus? That just sounds straight up made up. I do not believe that's a real word whatsoever. A galumpus is an 18th century slang term for a large, clumsy, loutish, and uncoordinated person. That is insane. Oh yeah, here's the 10 pull. I now have enough for a singular 10 pull. Before we get back into it. First off.
승리를 위해 어디까지 내어줄 수 있으십니까? 어디까지 자신을 놓아버릴 수 있으십니까?
Emperor claims first yet again. Come on. Grunt is out here making sure that every single soundboard option is put on cooldown. That way nobody else can use them. Okay. What's the battle pass? Here it is. Yeah, like the Limbus meme I sent. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what the nationalities are for each of the characters, but apparently nobody knows. Everyone just takes a wild guess and guess and hopes it's correct. Okay, I don't know what these two are. Clear any stage? No. Yeah, I don't know what those are. We're just gonna... No, I know. I know everything. Alright, well, it's 4 plus 2. There we go. Next stream, I can flex the thing. Yeah. The thing. There we go. You guys want to buy the Limbus pass? Yi song is Korean. Faust is, yeah, Faust I figured. Yeah, Faust makes sense. Faust is German. Okay, that makes sense. Don Quixote is Spanish. I don't know. A part of me refuses to believe that she's Spanish. Just because of the way that she is, I don't know. I find it very hard to believe. You'd assume so by the name. Lex the Thing was held for sexual harassment? That is crazy. That's genuinely wild to me. Don Quixote is a Spanish book? I know, I'm just saying the character doesn't seem like a Spanish character. That's my issue. I do know about the book, but the problem is the character herself does not seem like a Spanish character. Her ego is named La Sangre de Sancho. Either that or she's just like RPing really well. We all Here, let's do a 10 pull. Let's go gambling officially. Time for me to get nothing. Nah, well. Nice. I love free thread. Oh wow, we actually got a Gregor now. Your reaction to seeing Grigor. Most Spaniards I know are evil at heart, so if there's anything, there's that. Fair enough. Let's see what the last one is.
넌 예술의
Ryoshu.
꽃을 본 적 있나? 난 그걸 찾기 위해 왔어.
Well, here's the good thing. At least we're getting different identities for characters we don't have identities for, which is nice. I can actually have identities for these guys now. They're no longer bare bones. Who don't we have one for? Our beloved Autis. That's alright. Also, here you can take a look at this. My goat. If my hair looked better, I would unironically cosplay Grigor. Grigor's cool as shit. You just have to get something for your arm. Ryoshu's Japanese. Okay, that makes sense. Mirsault is French. Yeah, that one I figured out immediately. Grigor's a bug. Grunt wants somebody to shush. Onglu is Chinese. Okay, fair enough. Heathcliff is British. Yeah, figured that out from the way he talks. What if they're secretly all British? They're all British, but they're cosplaying as different countries. Ishmael is American. Okay. Rodion is Russian. But what's Dante, Canadian? Sinclair is German? Okay, that makes sense. Ah, okay. I was wondering about that. And then Grigor is also German. Autis is Greek. Okay. My headcanon is that Dante is just Canadian for some reason. Do we have a reason why? No, but I'm just gonna assume. That's our canon lore now. Okay. Now we get to return to the dungeon. And we're on a whole new floor. Which should be the last floor of this dungeon, unless they pull out a secret fourth floor. In which case it'll be nice. Dante is from the Divine Comedy, so Italian. But also, we don't know if that's their real name. Yeah, his real name is secretly Bimgus. Thus Bimgus the raccoon. His name is Slopte. Okay, here we go. Critical abnormality block? I sure hope there's not a boss battle. Same thing as usual. Same team. I can't wait for the first battle where it allows me to take in everybody. That way I can be completely lost. What the fuck? Doomsday Calendar, Doomsday Clay Doll. This is like the Mayan things. What the? Alright. Let's lock in real quick. Do you attack? Let's see. Okay. So I can't see anything about the Doomsday Calendar yet. Fair enough. Let's see. Here we'll go. Hey Mara. Let's this. We'll just do a quick burn. Yeah, okay, so I can't attack that. And then, okay, this is all the same skill, so we'll run this. I'm here to say hello. Hello, Maro. Okay. Okay, that's a bit overkill, brother. Damn, damn. Okay, 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 okay. Sheesh. The abnormality looks upset. It seems to want something, but what should we give? Okay, alright, this is where it's gonna get a little confusing. Part of me wants to go after the dolls. Sorry, I was a little late. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not too far in. Okay. And don't worry about being late, it's alright. Let's see. Still can't see the passive, it's fine. Two on the 4. 2 on the 3. We're going to take out this one first. Yeah, just in case, and then we'll put you right here. Let's see how this works. Nice. Huge. Alright. Massive. What is this game? It's Limbus Company. Chat can probably describe it a lot better than I can, but it's a cool game. There are many ways to calm one down, but this abnormality seems to like gifts the most. A fresh batch of blood might be able to appease it. Offer a clay doll. You gave a living clay doll as tribute. Satiated, the abnormality calmed down for a moment. All of Doomsday Calendar's parts gain 3 attack power down. Nice. Okay, let's... Put him here. Can I see the passives yet? No. Okay, nice. here. Right there. Let's get a little sloppy with it. I think that's fine. Oops. I moved my mouse a little weird. Okay. We're getting a little sloppy with it, but the doll should be down. There we go. Nice. Okay. There we go. Not a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, so he's defending this turn. During phase 3, at the start of the turn, inflict 3 burn on all enemies. Okay. Shit. And that's a passive. Check Discord. I'll have to check after stream. Let's... Okay. Part of me doesn't want to attack him. He's defending. I feel like I can just focus on these for now. I don't know. Should we leave him undefended? Because I think it's safe. Part of me thinks it's safe anyways. No, you know what? I'll do an unopposed attack. And then I'll lock these. Yeah. Should be fine, maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay. Oh, not great. Not great. Let's go gambling! And my gambling is not paying off. Okay. Heat of the abnormality is wearing everyone down. We'll have to make an offering to calm its wrath. Nice. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Let's go for this one. Slap you here. And then I think this should be good. Hopefully. Stream, I will go to sleep. Alright, sleep well, Mara. Don't worry, we'll win. We have a shotgun. Among other things, but the shotgun's the most important. Okay, that really good damage right there. I liked that. To weaken the flame, you'll need cool water. Since we aren't carrying any buckets of water, we should offer up someone cool instead. I can't, okay. Shotgun low-key low dips some. True. I'm kind of afraid to offer a sinner. I feel like that's gonna ruin me, so I still think I just want to offer a clay doll. Sinner doesn't die. Is it a skill check? Is that what it comes down to? He sings a lullaby. Sure. Okay. Looks like one of the cereals. Sinners will have to do a clay job, a doll's job. Whose heart would be the coldest among them? Okay. Threshold 7. Okay. Nice. Mersalt was able to cool the abnormality's fervor. The flame shrunk to a flicker. Alright, cool. He told it, hey mama, Mersalt loses 30 HP. Okay. Oh, but the Doomsday Calendar lost 100.
통찰 작업이라면 통달했습니다.
Very scary, but at the same time, that should be pretty much it. You sense a dangerous glow. Oh. Unclashable target's ally. Okay. That is scary. Let's... Ah, he staggered. Shit. Okay, that's bad. let's... I'm gonna do something a little ballsy. And this might not pay off, though. This might not pay off at all. But let's see. Calendar's at 34 HP, just kill it. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I just have to get the face out of the way first. Oh, there we go. Nope, she got it. Sweet. Okay. I didn't know if I was going to have to take down another body part first. But no, she did not give two shits. She went right for the kill.
2층에는 유독
Sweet.
구더기들이 많이 보이네.
Hold on. Let me turn on a light. It's getting dark. Okay, I'm back. Okay. This floor is crawling with maggots. These bugs aren't so bad after the last floor's abnormality. Don't want to see anything like that ever again.
그거 그렉이 들으면 기뻐하겠다. 안 그래 벌레 친구?
Sure, Greg would be glad to hear that. Aren't you, Buggy Buddy? But Gregor wasn't paying attention to Radia.
다들 아까부터 무슨 소리 안 들려?
Don't you all hear something?
소리라면 계속 들렸잖아요. 로자 씨, 이 상황에서까지 배가 고픈 거예요?
We've been hearing a constant growl. Radia, are you really that hungry at a time like this?
그런 건 모르는 척하는 거야. 응?
Hey, don't you know you're supposed to let that kind of stuff slide? Come on, girl.
아니, 그거 말고 마치
No, not like that. It's like... For the first time on the expedition, Gregor walked ahead of the group and opened the door next to him, as if by some compulsion.
잠깐, 거긴 환상체 격리실.
Wait, that's a containment unit.
마치 그때처럼.
It's like... that time. No, the door was already open. Gregor gazed blankly into the room, lost in the shower of the outpouring golden light. Greg,
우리 시간 여행이라도 하는 걸까요?
did we travel back in time? I see an overcast sky. From a distance, screams and roars twine into a warped cacophony. The ear-shattering boom of artillery and war cries suffuse the air with the Takrid sting.
딱 보면 모르는가? 이곳은
Isn't it obvious? This is
전장, 한복판.
a battlefield. The heart of it.
이건 꿈? 악몽? 왜 또다시?
Am I dreaming? Is this a nightmare? Why am I back here?
그러니까 왜 전장 한복판에 있냔 말이야? 함정이라도 빠진 거 아니야?
So why the hell are we in a bloody battlefield? Did we trigger a trap or something?
아니요. 길을 잘 찾은 것 같군요.
No. We're on the right track.
멀지 않은 곳에 우리가 찾던 기술의 정수가 있습니다.
The essence of the technology we're looking for is not far from here.
황금가지요?
You mean the golden bow?
네. 다들 이곳이 언제인지 알아보시겠나요?
Correct. Do you recognize when this was?
눈이라는 게 있다면 한눈에 알아보겠지.
Anyone with functioning eyes should know at a glance. I actually don't. I confess straight up that I have a clock for a head.
관리자님은 모르는 게 당연합니다. 관리자님께서는 눈이 없으시니.
I cannot possibly blame you for not recognizing this executive manager, as you have no eyes in the conventional sense.
그걸 변명이라고 하나요?
Yes, the unending scary Grigor torture labyrinth. The spooky place for Grigor the Bugman. Sure. Whatever you say. Aldous cleared her throat as if to mask her embarrassment, then narrowed her gaze at the battlefield.
소속을 과시하는 듯한 형형색색 촌스러운 깃발들이 나부끼는 걸로 봐선
Judging from the colorful wave of garish flags showing off the factions in play,
연기 전쟁이 발발한 지 최소 70일 후
this is at least 70 days into the smoke war.
입니다, 관리자님.
This concludes briefing, manager. That's when someone came up from behind and suddenly tugged at Heathcliff's shirt.
당신들 미쳤어? 어서 대피해! 저 폭탄에 노출되면 급격하게 노화가 진행된다고!
Are you out of your minds? Take shelter now. You'll age rapidly if exposed to that bomb's blast.
엽초소 직원들은 지금 전쟁이고 뭐고 지팡이 없이는 걷지도 못한다니까!
Hello, Clock Raccoon. Hello, Coffee. Welcome. The outpost next to ours turned into a nursing home. Can't even walk without sticks.
대체 이 자식은 누군데 아는 척을?
Who the hell are you? Why do you act like you know us?
그레고로 과장님, 고생 많으십니다.
Oh, Manager Gregor. My respects, sir. As soon as he noticed Gregor, the bandaged man snapped to attention and saluted him. You.
저를 모르시겠죠? 생체관리팀 토마입니다.
You wouldn't recognize me, sir. I'm Toma, from Biomimetics Maintenance. Biomimetics? What? Biomimetics? Gregor PTSD, bug PTSD time.
선발 대열에 계신 줄 알았는데 후방에 있었을 줄은 몰랐네요.
I thought you were part of the advance party. I didn't expect to find you here at the rear, sir.
합류를 해야 하는 거면 제가 도와드릴까요? 전 다리 특화형이어서 점프에는 자신이.
Are you on your way to the front? I could help you get there since the augmentation on my legs allows me to jump.
말만 들어도 징그러워.
Ugh. Sounds gross. Toma cast a curious glance toward Rodya.
당신 방금 무슨 말을?
You... What did you just...
도마 대리 사원인가?
Hey, Toma. So you're an assistant manager? Or regular staff?
네, 2등 사원입니다.
Sir, yes, sir. I'm an assistant private, sir.
이쪽은 아직 시술된 지 얼마 안 된 직원이라 정신착란 부작용이 해결되지 않았어. 내가 잘 타이르지.
You see, she's a new hire who had her procedure done not too long ago. So, she's still dealing with the delirium side effect. You know how it is. I'll give her a good talking to.
그렇군요. 아무리 그래도 전시에 준비도 안 된 직원을.
I see. We must be getting desperate, sending new hires into the battle.
미안하네. 내가 급히 데려갈 일이 있어서.
Yeah, we're sorry for the trouble. I've got to take her somewhere real quick. Rigor practically yanked himself out of the conversation and hurried to Faust.
어떻게 된 거지, 파우스트 씨? 이건
Just what's going on, Faust? These are...
내 기억이잖아.
Got a cockroach leg or arm. It was worse. I kind of feel like having the legs is worse. Like the arm at least kind of reminds me of a cybernetic arm. Imagine having cockroach legs. Your artist badge? Yes, you have your artist badge now. I finally remembered to actually give you the artist badge. My memories.
정확히는 자아 심도예요.
We're in the fathoms of your ego, to be precise.
당신의 마음속에 나 있는 하나의 길.
An open path in your psyche, in other words.
우리가 그레고르 씨의 마음 안에 들어오게 되었다는 뜻이죠.
We've entered your heart and mind, Grigor. The watch streak is broken. Impossible. How could you have let that happen, Coffee? Oh, wait. You got your watch. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say there's no way you lost it. I was gonna say. Okay, let's get a move on. Oh, wow, we're fighting in the past. Wait, really? Smoke War Central Front, fence line 23-7 through 1100 hours. Key foothold. You really didn't progress much, you only got that one boss stage. Yeah, we were talking for a little bit and we did a 10 pull. So don't worry. Sometimes it took 20 seconds for the watch streak. Yeah, you have to watch for a few minutes, I think, before the watch streak pops up. Let's start at the top. We'll go here first. Anything good? Nah, we got a... What do you call it? We got one for Grigor and we got one for Ryoshu. That's about it. Otherwise, we didn't get anything good. Now we're in the trauma zone. Are they going to trauma dump on me?
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
Actually, I'd let Grigor trauma dump on me. He's the GOAT. If he needs me to dap him up, I'll dap him up.
토할 것 같아요. 눈앞의 것들이
I had to
모조리
clean
일렁이고 있어서.
cat poop and cat vomit off of the floors today. I hate cleaning up animal crap. No, I think the vomit's worse, actually. I think it's worse cleaning up vomit than it is crap. I'll be real. I guess it depends. Every Kanto is one big trauma dump, to be honest. I'm starting to see that. With its own hype moments and aura. Where's Grigor's? Is she gonna, like, lock in and immediately become a giant cockroach? I think I'm gonna throw up. Everything is wobbling.
심압이 높아지고 있는 것 같군요.
It would appear that psychogenic pressure is rising.
하지만 무슨
But you should be fine.
불안한 악몽을 꾸었던 적이 있었던 것 같다.
I think I once had an unsettling nightmare.
혹은 아직도 악몽을 꾸고 있는 것일지도 모르겠다.
Maybe I'm still in one, even now.
이 꿈, 이 공간에 존재하는 색이라고는 단 두 개다.
In this dream, there were only two colors in the room where I stand.
벽을 온통 뒤덮은 청색, 그리고 흔들리는 적색.
The blue covering every wall, and the dangling red dot of red.
그리고 난 이곳을 나가는 방법에 대해 알고 있다.
I know how to get out of here too.
팔을 뻗어 무기력하게 흔들리는 사과를 조각내기만 하면 되는 것이었다.
All I had to do was stretch out my arm and cut the hanging apple.
흰색 가운을 입은 자들은 내가 그 조건을 이해하지 못하는 것처럼 보였는지
The people in blue coats seemed to think I failed to understand that.
하루에도 몇 번씩 찾아와서 설명을 반복했다.
They would come in several times a day and explain it to me over and over.
안타깝게도 내가 이해하지 못하는 것은 그런 것이 아니었다.
Unfortunately for them, that wasn't the part I struggled to understand.
마침내 이해하기를 포기하고 동강난 사과가 땅에 떨어지던 그때
When I finally gave up thinking about it, and the sliced apple fell to the floor,
닫혀있던 문이 열렸다.
the door opened.
계기는 기억나지 않는다.
I don't remember what drove me to do it.
정신적으로 너무 지쳐 있었던 걸지도 모르고
Maybe it was the mental exhaustion,
그냥 체념하기로 결심했던 걸지도 모른다.
or maybe I just decided to give up.
어찌됐든 악몽에서 벗어나고 싶다는 생각을 했다는 것만
Either way,
제대로 기억이 난다.
what I do remember is my desire to break free from the nightmare.
드디어 해냈네. 그럴 줄 알았어. 성공적인 수술이었거든.
You finally did it. I knew you could. The surgery was successful, after all.
앞으로도 그렇게 하면 된단다. 눈앞에 사과를 조각내는 거야.
You just have to keep it up.
간단하지?
Keep chopping up the apples in front of you. Simple, isn't it?
아, 맞다. 15번째 생일을 축하해.
Oh, right. Happy 15th birthday.
네,
Okay.
포기와 체념을 통해 벗어나는 악몽.
My escape came in the form of resignation and submission.
어느 날 아침 꿈에서 깨어나고 나니
One day, as I awoke from my unsettling dreams,
나는 한 마리 흉측한 해충으로 변해 있었음을 발견할 수 있었다.
I'd found myself transformed into some hideous pest.
사과를 조각낸다.
I cut apples in half.
어떤 건 딱딱했고 퍼석했고 물렀고 과즙이 많았다.
Some were hard, some crumbly, some were soft, some sappy.
흉내가 퍼질 때마다 가끔 구역질이 났다.
The sugary smell made me sick sometimes.
깨달은 건 언제였을까?
At some point, I realized something.
꿈에서 깨어났다고 생각했지만
I thought I'd woken up from the dream,
나는 여전히 악몽의 한가운데였다는 것을.
but I was still right in the middle of that nightmare. I'm so confused right now. Like, I'm curious, but I'm confused. But you know what? We'll figure that out shortly. For now, let's see. Oh yeah, that's fine. Same ability. Okay, that's good.
제압 실시.
What are you confused about? How the apples taste?
지바인의 해를 빼야겠습니다.
대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을
Nice.
거야.
Okay. Get rid of that. Let's just double down on
제압
it.
실시.
Nice. Combat in Limbus still confuses me. It's a little weird to look at, but I feel like it's not that hard to get a hold of. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it pretty quickly. Oh, sorry, I had to mute. Oh god. I had a sneeze attack. Okay.
임무 시작.
Why is Gregor so upset about having to cut apples? Is he stupid? He's allergic secretly. Or maybe he's sad because he wanted peanut butter with them. They've denied the man his peanut butter.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
I'm just here for the gotcha. I'm here for the story. Oh, sweet. Oh. Ow! Nice. And one of them lived.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
Apple with peanut butter slaps. True. Truther. When do we get to the one singular part of Limbus Company that isn't trauma, depression, and gloom? When do we get to the one section that's filled with love?
임무 시작.
And then back to gloom? Or apple juice with a peanut butter sandwich? Now that I don't know. Oh. Oh, it's the same thing. This is fine. Corvallis are mostly fun. Oh, go crazy, go crazy. Sweet. Yep.
위험인물 발견.
There we go.
제압할게요.
Sweet. You just have a jolly good time in Murder Town. Sweet. Secretly, there's happiness here. But it's beneath a lot of shit.
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
전쟁터 한가운데.
My grandmother always fed me that for lunch as a kiddo. I haven't had apple juice in a long time. I need to buy a bottle. Still in the battlefield.
아까랑 같은 장소네요. 조금 달라졌지만.
It's the same place as before. Something's changed though. Someone came up from behind and suddenly tugged at Heathcliff's shirt.
당신들 미쳤어? 어서 대피하라고. 저 폭탄에 노출되면 급격하게 노화가 돼.
Are you out of your minds? Get to shelter now. You'll age rapidly if exposed to that bomb's blast.
옆둥지 직원들은 지금 전쟁.
The nest next to ours turned into a nursing home.
못한다니까.
They can't even walk without sticks.
잠깐. 이전은 아까 그
Hold on. Isn't he the same guy we just...
하지만 너무 걱정하지 마. 그레고르님이 계시니까.
But don't you worry, because Manager Gregor is with us.
우리와 다르게 부작용도 적고 심지어 재생까지 가능하잖아요.
He doesn't suffer side effects like the rest of us do, and he can regenerate too.
실력으로는 누구보다 탁월한 헤르만 이사님이 직접 손보신 분인데
He was operated on by none other than Herman, our most skilled director.
그런 분이 후발 부대에 계시면 안 되죠. 제가 태워다 드리겠습니다.
A hero like you shouldn't be on the rear guard. I'll give you a ride.
뭔데? 가까이 오지 마.
What the hell? Get away from me! 4 pairs of wings emerged from his back, clicking and twitching.
왜 도망가세요? 지사의 깃발을 들고 앞장서서 싸워주셔야죠.
Why are you running? You should be taking the lead on the front lines with our G-Corp. Banner held high.
난
Aye.
한 번도 원한 적 없었어. 개조도 전쟁도.
I never wanted any of this. Not the procedure, nor the war.
앞장서서
Take the lead. Thoma's mouth tears open, and a pair of long antennae begin to break through his skin.
또 싸워야 돼? 슬슬 속이 안 좋아지는데.
Yikes. We gotta fight them again? My stomach is gonna turn.
무슨 헛소리지? 명령 불복종자가 되고 싶은 건가?
What is that display of weakness? Do you wish to be punished for insubordination? I think we should run here?
탁월한 계획입니다, 관리자님. 치고 빠질 때를 잘 아시는군요.
An excellent plan, Executive Manager. Knowing when to strike and when to withdraw is an excellent quality of a commander.
뭐 이런 녀석이 더 있어?
The hell is her deal?
후퇴는 용납되지 않을 거예요.
Retreat is not an option.
이해가 되지 않아요. 전 직원들을 대상으로 개조가 이루어졌다고는 들었지만 이렇게까지 고약하진 않았을 텐데요.
I don't get it. I heard every employee under the corporation had modifications, but it couldn't have been this foul.
사실과는 다소 다를 수 있습니다.
What we see here may differ from actual accounts.
그레고르 씨의 기억이 아닌 마음이 만든 길이니까요.
This path was not paved by Gregor's memories, but his heart.
마음속에서 아군들은 이런 모습으로 남아 있었던 거군요.
This is how he felt in his heart about his own allies.
그 둥지에서 모든 직원들이 개조 수술을 받았던 건가요?
Did all the employees in your wing receive the augmentation procedure?
대부분은
Most did.
다들 동의하에 집도되었던 건가요? 이건 정말
Was it done with their consent? It's so...
엘사 직원들은 동의를 구하고 인신공양을 했던가?
Did the people in L Corp consent to offering themselves up to abnormalities?
그건 계약서에 명시가 되어 있었다고 했어요.
That's... I heard that was written in the contract.
우린 알지 못했지만 효율적인 관리를 위해서는 그런 절차는 배제해야 한다고.
We were never properly informed, though. They said such red tape should be skipped for efficient management.
공포를 직면해야만 한다고.
That we should face the fear.
그러니까 입사한 직원들은 전부 자기도 모르게 동의한 셈이죠.
Meaning, everyone who joined the corporation agreed to it, knowingly or not.
우리라고 달랐을까?
You can guess how it went for us then. Oh. Ugh. How's the war? The war's going very well, but at the same time, damn. We're putting them down at least. I'll say that much. We're putting them down, but it's... Damn, I really feel bad for the goat. Grigor did not deserve this. Apples are yummy, though. How's it going, Rosie? There we go. There we go. Huge! Sweet. Alright, let's just... There we go. Nice. I got that shotgun. Sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're soft, and sometimes they're juicy. The best possible apple is a hard, juicy apple. That is the best possible apple you can get, but yeah, I eat them all the same too. I'm not picky. I'm an apple lover. Doesn't matter. Hard, soft, juicy, as long as they're not bitter, I'm okay with it. Sometimes I've bitten into the most bitter ones known to man and it's horrible. Pink lady apples are the best. Oop, they're the best. You know what shockingly has changed over the years? Is green apples. I used to like apples before the incident. Yeah. Before the incident. Defense line 23-7, 1300 hours. Nice.
요리 씨, 안 오고 뭐해?
I have to let Daitaku Helios talk first. Okay. What's the delay, Yuri?
잠시만요. 가방에서 방독면이 떨어져서.
Give me a second, please. The gas mask fell off of my bag.
이젠 쓸모도 없을 텐데 군장의 무게만 늘리는군.
I don't see it serving any practical purpose now. You're only weighing yourself down.
아야씨, 유품이잖아요.
I mean, it's Aya's memento.
N사 소속도 아니면서 세상에서 가장 의미 없는 짓을 하는군.
You indulge in the most pointless activity in the world, and you aren't even from N Corp.
반대로 묶어야 돼요.
Tie it the other way.
네?
Sorry?
매듭이요. 그렇게 묶으면 금방 다시 떨어질 거예요.
The knot. It'll come loose again if you tie it that way.
배에서 안 풀리게 묶던 방법이 있었어요. 버스로 돌아가면 방법 알려드릴게요.
There's a sailor's knot I learned on the boat. I'll teach you how to do it back on the bus.
아, 고마워요.
Weighing them down. Sweet. Absolute cinema in chat. Oh. Thank you.
뭔데? 너네 뭔데 화목하고 자빠졌냐?
What's this? Since when were you two so chummy?
유리, 이렇게 된 거 림버스 컴퍼니 새 수감자로 합류는 어때?
Yuri, you know what? Why don't you join our company while you're at it?
제가요?
Me?
그건
That's...
알아. 베르길리우스나 그 윗선의 권한이라는 거. 그래도 말은 꺼내볼 수 있잖아.
I know. We need to get the okay from Virgilus, Cunnilingus, whatever his name is, or his superiors and all that. But a little suggestion shouldn't hurt.
글쎄요.
I wonder.
그리고 분홍머리가 회사의 마스코트로도 제격이거든. 어때? 어?
Plus, pink hair makes a perfect mascot to represent us. Come on, won't you give it some thought? Please?
마스코트요?
A mascot? Yuri smiled for the first time, albeit faintly. Hell yeah. A happy Yuri is exactly what we want. We love happy Yuri around here. Some of the apples were crumbly, some were soft, some even sappy. But I will have to eat these apples anyway. Rosie's a #1 employee. She's the star employee of the Limbus company. What? You hear a faint voice. Please. Help! Do you follow the sound? Or... Run a pride check, gain an ego gift. Alright. A soldier was crushed under the rubble, gasping in agony. Please, just kill me. It hurts too much. You can't ignore this person. Who will be ordered to bring the soldier to peace? Please. Okay. Wow, this is the first one we've had where there's no very high. I had an apple yesterday that made me depressed because it had no juice. You know the juiciest apples are green apples. That's why I've really enjoyed green apples. They're always extremely juicy, which is what makes me love them. I did not used to like them a lot. Or Crips Pink, whatever Americans call pink ladies. I've only ever heard of them as pink ladies. Let's go with bath salts. No, wait. Yeah, I'll use bath salts. Oh, wait. Oops. Yeah, let's do bath salts. Holy shit. That was way too close. Okay. The soldier's life was delivered a coup de grace by the knife. The human rhythm that rose through the blade soon ceased, and the soldier was eased into eternal rest. Thank you. Ego give shoddy dressing obtained.
통찰 작업이라면 통달했습니다.
Thank you, bath salts. Almost killed that guy really wrong. Yeah, bath salts didn't use the shotgun. That's why he almost lost. Gun always ends people. Yeah, apparently he used a knife. All allies gain 10% max HP. Good. We don't really take damage, but good. Okay, so... okay, so this no, this is not one big loop. I thought this was one big loop. Yuri is also beloved pink lady. True. Yuri is our favorite pink lady. Let's go up here first. I'd rather see what this is before we get into any of those encounters. The war was over.
하지만 난 아직도 우스꽝스러운 포즈와 자신만만한 얼굴을 하고 있었다.
Yet my doppelganger still held that sully pose. That confident expression.
난 저런 표정은 짓지 않는데.
That's not the kind of face I'd make.
하지만 팔에 나 있는 털만큼은 역겹게 아주 잘 그렸군. 누가 그린 거지?
Though, gotta give it to him for making the hair on my arm look as grotesque as it really is. Who drew this?
유머가 늘었다.
I've grown fond of humor.
악몽 속에 오래 잠겨 있다 보니 살고 싶어 그렇게 된 모양이다.
Long years of drifting in the nightmare must have made me yearn for any hint of liveliness.
쥐사 새끼들은 모조리 참수시켜버려야 돼.
G-Corp scum should be sent to the gallows. The whole lot of them.
누군가 중얼거리면서 바닥에 가래침을 뱉는 소리가 들린다.
Someone murmurs, spitting on the floor.
목소리의 방향이 어디로 향했는지는 쳐다보지 않아도 알 수 있었다.
I didn't have time to look at them to know who or what they were talking about.
그래서였을까?
Knowing that,
속이 메스꺼렸다.
I felt nauseous.
저기요, 괜찮으세요?
Sir, are you alright?
어이, 괜찮은 거야? 얼굴빛이 영 안 좋아 보이는데.
Hey, something wrong? You look pale.
지하철이었는데.
I was just on the subway?
무슨 개소리야?
The hell are you blabbering about?
그래, 여긴 여전히 전쟁터야.
Greg, we're still on the battlefield. Grigor rummaged around in his pockets for a cigarette out of habit, then froze in place. Must have dawned on him as it did on me. The rest of the sinners seemed to have understood what was happening. Toma is going to grab us and give a warning any second now.
당신들
Aw, Toma, what the fuck? No, Toma! Toma, no! Are you...
토마 씨, 대사가 슬슬 지겨워져서 그런데 우린 미치지도 않았고 노아 폭탄은 안 맞을 거야.
Look, Toma, I'm starting to get a little sick of your line reading, so I'll say it once. We're not out of our minds, and the aging bomb ain't gonna hit us.
아니
No. Instead of elaborating, he points up.
나 살려달라고.
I need help.
죽고 싶지 않아.
I don't want to die. Toma was crushed to a pulp right before our eyes. There's only one thing to say in a situation like this. Run! There's gigantic hands and I don't want to get grabbed.
선원, 후퇴!
All troops, retreat! We muster up everything we can to run, but the airborne hand is ever persistent and shows no sign of letting up.
다 같이 군죽행이 되겠어. 대책 없어 똑똑한 양반.
We're all gonna get turned into pancakes. Got any bright ideas, smartass?
듣는 중이에요. 심상 속은 변수가 너무 다양해서 섣불리 결정하기 힘들기 때문에.
I'm listening. There are too many variables to consider in the fathoms of the ego. I can't be hasty with my judgment.
고민할 것이 뭐가 있겠는가? 진정한 영웅은 어떠한 고난에도 굴복하지 않지.
There is no cause for hesitation. A true hero succumbs not to tribulation.
난 하지만 묵사발이 되어버린 시체는 옮길 맘이 없는데.
I don't think I want to recover a flattened body.
아, 미안 단테. 당신 보고 한 말은 아니야.
Oh, sorry, Dante. Didn't mean it that way. I was tempted to snap back at her, but keeping my mouth shut so the group could focus on making a run for it seemed like the sensible thing to do. I want a Jane Austen-inspired Limbus character. You're gonna create an OC now? Think Gregor wouldn't like apples? I don't know why, I just feel like he wouldn't like apples. Maybe he likes tomatoes.
아직도 생각 중이신가? 모르는 건 없다며?
Still thinking, are ya? Eh? Well, are ya Miss Know-It-All?
당장의 해결책을 물어본 거라면 네,
If
아직
it-
얻지 못했어요.
If it is an immediate solution you seek, then I have not obtained it yet.
확실한 건 이 근방에는 황금가지가 존재하지 않는다는 거예요. 그랬다면 단테 씨가 조금 더 적극적인 반응을 보였을 테니.
The only thing that can be said for certain is that our objective is not nearby. Dante would have responded strongly otherwise. Me?
장난해? 지금까지 겨우 알아낸 게 그거야?
Are you joking? That's all you've got? Heathcliff furrowed his brows, ready to snap at the unhelpful savant. But, after a sudden close shave with the massive palm, he began speeding up without a word.
그레고르 씨?
Gregor?
뭐야? 왜 갑자기 멈춰?
Whoa. Hey. What? Why the holdup?
알 것 같아.
I think I see now.
이것이 내 세계라면
This world is a product of my mind. Gregor took a breather, then looked up at the sky.
우리들은 저 손을 피하면 안 돼.
We shouldn't run away from that hand.
기어이 맡으니까 가버렸냐?
Did you finally get the crocos or what?
그레고르, 확실한가요?
Gregor, are you sure?
지금까지 뭐 하나 내 의지대로 살아본 적이 없었어.
My life has never been mine to live.
이건 역시 저항 자체가 무의미한 공간이라는 거겠지.
It only makes sense that resisting is meaningless in this reflection of my mind.
그렇다면 저항을 그만두는 게 해답일지도 몰라.
In that case, letting the inevitable happen might be the answer.
진심이냐? 다들?
Are you all serious?
별다른 방법이 없잖아요. 다들 지쳤다고요.
It's not like there's any other way. We're all exhausted.
그리고 말이지. 저 손톱 말이야.
Besides, look at the patterns on its nails.
저런 무늬의 매니큐어는 흔하지 않다고.
You don't see that kind of polish just anywhere.
손바닥의 주인이 그 사람이 맞다면 절대 날 포기하지 않을 거야.
If that hand belongs to who I think it does, she will not stop chasing us.
파우스트 씨, 당신 이게 내 마음의 길이랬나?
Faust, you said this is a path in my heart, right?
그렇다면 확실할 거야.
Then I can tell you this for sure.
내 마음의 길은
It's about
이
to hit
이후로는 막다른 길일 예정이거든.
a dead end.
악몽도 길도 그 사람의 통제 밖으로 벗어나 본 적이 없었으니까.
Be it the nightmare or the road, I never once strayed from that woman's control. Who's Gregor talking about? What does he mean by nightmare? As much as I wanted to ask him,
될 대로 들어지.
might as well. Soon enough, the giant hand cast its shadow over us, descending. Just before it reached us, it stopped to hold us in its grasp. Everything went dark. I felt a disorienting nausea of being lifted into the sky. Sinclair, if you vomit on me, I am tossing you out of this hand as we speak. Only Faust and I managed to find our footing while everyone else stumbled around from the vertigo. We found ourselves in another battlefield, albeit one that was more familiar to us. We could have someone inspire Eleanor from Sense and Sensibility or Captain Wentworth from Persuasion. Sinclair, if you vomit, Mersault will shoot you. You don't get it. He likes to shoot. You think Grigor would like oranges? Yeah, he's a Gangplank player on League, so he likes oranges. Being a sinner sounds like an awful job. What if I have a lame backstory? Then you gotta start building your own lore. You gotta give yourself a better backstory. You have so many ideas. The writing potential's limitless. While traversing a narrow passage, a swarm of cockroaches crawled into the way. The rustling visage is almost revolting. Do you walk past them? Or... All allies lose SP, or Grigor loses a lot of SP. Let's Grigor can take the hit. Grigor, he's a strong man. He can take the hit. Grigor turned away from the carnage, discontent. Soon after, a crowd of angry bug soldiers came charging for us. Win the next battle to gain ego gift festered fragment. Grego, yeah.
임무 시작.
He'll be okay. Nice nails. Pregor, no! Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
제압 실시.
Come on, bath salts. Oh god. Oh no, bath salts got it off. Not great, but it was alright. There's an actual pregnant Gregor meme. I'm scared. The thought of that scares me. Oh, oh! Ow! Nice. Huge. We're back. Nice. At the start of the turn, allies with 50% or less health heal 5 HP. Okay. Let's go down here and do this. I doubt this is going to give a new story sequence. I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Put you... Wait, let me see who's this. Okay, that's a 3, so we'll put you on the 4. Put you on this. Let's see. Put you here. And this one kind of sucks, so we're just going to put him here. It's going to be uncontested, but that's alright. I'll take it. Sometimes we have to take a bit of damage. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see, bath salts. Huge. Nice.
대검에 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Would Poirot sound too different, too similar to Rodion though? I don't think so. Oops. My dumb ass forgot for like a split second. There we go.
필중 의지만이
Nice. Sweet. You see, Bath Salts has every gun known to man just for the situations. If he needs to go long range, he pulls out the rifle. If he needs to go short range, he has 8 million shells in his double barrel shotgun.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Okay. So, oh, we have testicles on screen. Everybody run. Yes. It's just 3. Okay, this one's a way easier fight to deal with. I'm okay with this one. Go with this one. Then, yeah. Nice.
필중 의지만 있다면
This should either be a 1 or 2 turn fight. I'm hoping for a 1. Yeah, I'm very much hoping for a 1. Let's see. Nice. Nice. Huge. This is a 1 turn fight. Or not. It's gonna be a 2 turn fight. Really? Crazy. Okay. Tragic. That was tragic. I was hoping for a 1 turn fight, but... Oh, okay, Bath Salts, I'm sorry. He wanted to make it up to me. Well, thank you. Let's do the normal battle first.
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
Never say what you want to happen in Limbus. Okay. Wait, what if I say the opposite? Can I reverse psychology it?
필중 의지만 있다면
좋아.
There we go. There we go. Oh, no. Damn. Okay, fair enough. What if I tell the game I love it first?
위험물 발견.
Maybe it'll listen to me then. What if I say it's Limbus against the world?
다 죽어라.
Okay.
우티오컷이
Oh, we got balls on screen. Okay. Nice. Wait, what's this one? 1. Okay, cool. That one's gonna go uncontested, that's okay. Oh! Oh!
다 죽어라.
제가 이 일을 했던
Huge.
기절했나?
Okay, nice. We have one ball left.
제압 실시.
Huge. Stop paying attention for 1 second, and then I hear we got balls on screen. Yep. Everybody, we got balls on screen. It's not about the count of your balls. It's about the size of them.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Unless you have 3, then yeah, something is very wrong.
이 격리시라.
Final boss of the entire game.
만난 것들과는
It skipped me to the entire final boss of the game. It knew I was too good. Dante, something about this containment unit seems different from the others. Does it not? Yeah, it really does. Wait, is this?
네. 황금 가지가 뿌리 내린 환상체가 있을 거예요.
Yes. That is most likely where we can find the abnormality in which the golden bow has taken root.
그래도 다 온 모양이구만.
Huh. We did manage to come this far, huh?
그레고르 씨,
Say, Gregor?
버스로 돌아가면 카론한테 지도 보는 법을 알려줘도 될까요?
When we go back to the bus, can I teach Sharon how to use a map?
응, 그래. 카론이 좋아할 거야.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm sure she'll like it.
그럴 리가요.
I doubt that. Sinclair shook his head, then dry retched afterward.
돌아갈 곳이 있다는 건 좋은 거네요.
It's nice to have a place to go back to. Now you have to fight John Company. Oh, no, not John Company. What the fuck? I'm fighting a golden sack. Maybe the golden bow lies inside the apple? Oh, man, too bad we did not have a certain somebody for this fight. Okay. Okay, so let's put you here. There we go. Where's Rosie? She needs the apple. Okay. Not bad. It'd probably be yummy. I'm sure. It's glowing. That only means good things. I'd eat that thing to save the world. I'd eat that thing to not save the world. I'd do it for fun.
필중 의지만 있다면
Okay. Oh, he got the gun! Gun didn't do enough damage, though. Oh, she's beating the shit out of it. The apple's body broke, and the raging fruit still grew. Could the golden bow really be in there? I'll go check it out, Yuri said to the others. The sinner with the bug's arm seems nervous about this. Does he want to go with her, perhaps? Can't just send Yuri out there alone. What sinner will be able to keep her safe? The bug. No, I don't have the bug. Bath salt. It's time for you to go out. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, you got this. You got this, bath salts. Huge. The fruit's cracked shells suddenly began to rattle as if it would jump at any moment. Meursault managed to escape, but it seems Yuri couldn't. The fruit's flesh melted to form a new body. Don't feel too guilty about it. One lost life is better than two.
통찰 작업이라면 통달했습니다.
Meursault, you did nothing. The abnormality devoured Yuri in one bite. She was gone without a trace. I can save the other sinners. There's nothing I can do about Yuri. Without a word, Grigor hacked and slashed away at the abnormality, as if he expected to find Yuri unscathed by slicing the apple open. Fuck yeah, come on. Let's see. Okay. This is where we lock in, baby. Okay. Here we go. If only I ate that damn apple when I said I would've. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey. There we go. No shot. Oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me. What the fuck? There we go. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, shotgun baby, shotgun baby. Huge. Almost done. Okay. Phase 2 or phase 3? Oh. The mass of maggots falls apart in a hail of silent screams. Beyond that, I see a wave of radiant golden light. Is that the golden bough? Just as I begin to approach it, the apple begins to tremble.
저 혹시 림버스 컴퍼니에서 오신 분들 맞나요?
Excuse me, are you the people from Limbus Company? Yuri? You're okay? Even though I had clearly seen it devour her, I couldn't stop myself from asking.
버스로 돌아가면 카론한테 알려줘도 될까요?
When we go back to the bus, can I chat on how to... Then I saw a glimpse of the pink locks of hair that Radia took a liking to. Oh, what? No! Yuri! Ugh. You fucking apple. You see, this is the bad apple of the group. Yuri's head stood motionless, facing Grigor. Her face was upright. However, the Yuri we knew, the Yuri who accompanied us, was always hunched over, slouched and laden as though it were the obligation of the sole survivor to carry the weight of her dead colleagues. So, I had no reason to hesitate to warn him. That's not Yuri, Gregor.
그래. 내 생각에도 그런 것 같아.
No. I don't think it is either. Gregor accepts it calmly. He then outstretches his arm, sending it flying towards Yuri. Yet, it soon pauses midair.
죽고 싶지 않았어요.
I didn't want to die. Cut her down, Gregor. I don't know if this is the right thing to do as the manager.
그 누구도 죽고 싶어 하진 않았어요.
None of us wanted to die. But I had to shout at Gregor now to stop him from breaking. Cut it now!
죽기 싫어요.
I don't want to die!
이건
This is... The verminous arm stopped inches away from piercing the civilian's throat. I pulled against it with all my might, but it wouldn't budge. Please, please don't kill me. Just take my money. Whatever you want.
여자를 놔줘. 아니면 대응 공격을 하겠다.
Let the woman go. Otherwise, I will stop you by force.
내 팔을 잘라줘. 어서!
My arm. Cut off the arm. Now!
다시 말한다. 놔주지 않으면
This is your final warning. Release her now. Or
달라고.
cut it off. As the dismembered arm falls to the ground, she slides down the wall, gasping. Fun fact, they actually tortured Gregor's VA in the studio for these lines. Glory to Project Moon. Yeah, sweet! Remember, if you need to get a heartfelt performance, make sure to torture your voice actors. However, peace doesn't last long. The arm starts regenerating from its twitching stump.
괜찮으십니까?
Are you alright, sir?
가까이 오지 마. 가까이 오면 안 돼.
No. Stay away from me. Don't come any closer. The regrown arm rushes forward as if it remembered the pain it suffered mere moments ago.
그레고로 과장님, 항상 존경하고 있습니다.
You have my utmost respect, Manager Gregor, sir.
존경하지 마. 난 내가 원해서 참전한 것도 아니야.
Don't do that. I never even wanted to be a part of this war.
그럼 난 도대체 어쩌라는 거예요? 살아남은 게 죄예요?
What was I supposed to do? Is it so wrong that I survived?
그냥 살아가 제발. 우리가 원해서 이 비극 속에 떨어진 거 아니잖아.
Please live. Just live on. None of us asked for this to happen. None of us asked to be in this mess.
끝에 끝에서 결실을 목전에 두고 멈추다니 실로 개탄스럽군.
To be so close here, on the very periphery of the end, only to be stopped moments before your labor bears fruit. How regrettable.
뭐 우리야 좋지. 잡지 않은 기회는 유찰될 뿐이야.
Well, we'll take it. Opportunities left unclaimed will only become null and void. Yuri's head tumbled to the ground. It wasn't Gregor's doing. Yuri's mouth opens and lets something out. It was a tree branch, radiating a bright golden glow.
가지를 찾고 있었니?
Seeking the bow, were you?
당신
You.
생각보단 좀 작다. 그치?
A bit small, isn't it?
난 헤르만이라고 해. 앞으로 자주 보게 될 거야.
I'm
왜냐하면
Herman. We'll be seeing each other often. The reason being,
우리는 가지가 필요하고 너희는 가지를 찾을 수 있고
we need those bows. And you can find them.
너희는 죽지 않지만 우린 너희를 죽일 거니까.
You won't die, but we will kill you. Herman nudges Yuri's head with her foot.
물론 지금은 말고
All in due time, of course.
황금 가지는 우리 쪽에서 안전하게 수거해 갈게.
We'll take good care of the golden bow you found.
구보, 나의 벗. 이것이 그대가 선택한 길이오.
Kubo, my dear compatriot, is this the path you have chosen?
맞아. 이젠 몇 안 남았지.
Indeed it is. Only few remain now.
오랜만이네, 형.
It's been a while. Brother?
네 옷에 더러운 냄새가 나는 거 알고 있어? 지금 꼴을 가족들이 봤어야 했는데.
Do you know how filthy your clothing smells? If only your family were here to see the starry state you're in.
아주 만남의 광장이로군.
Some reunion this has turned into.
내가 준 선물은 잘 간직하고 있어, 아들?
How are you treating that gift of mine, son?
고작 이런 꼬락서니가 되라고 준 건 아니었는데.
I didn't invest in you just to see you in such a mess.
바란 적 없어. 한 번도.
I never asked for this. Not once.
그래도 포장지는 마저 뜯어야지.
You should at least finish unwrapping the present.
고작 그 능력이 내가 준 전부가 아니거든.
That little arm isn't all there is to it.
자, 인사는 여기까지.
Alright now. That's enough greetings. The man called Jiahan clapped twice. Then, everything went dark. Like waking from a long nightmare to the break of dawn. After some time passed,
쉬운 임무라고 생각했는데
and I thought this would be an easy enough mission for you.
눈앞에서 황금 가지를 빼앗기고 당당히도 복귀했군.
It really is something. Your gall to come crawling back here after losing the golden bow right before your eyes.
나의 과대평가였나?
Have I overestimated you?
파우스터 씨, 변명이라도 해보는 게 어떨지.
Why don't you give me an excuse, Miss Faust?
불멸만이 해답은 아니더군요.
As it turns out, immortality wasn't the solution to everything.
당신은 할 말이 없습니까, 단테?
Anything to say for yourself, Dante? There was another group going after the golden bow. You had to have known this. So why didn't you warn me?
황금 가지를 노리고 왔던 다른 세력에 대해 물어보네요.
They're asking about the other faction that sought the golden bow. Faust placidly relayed my words to Virgin.
설마 내게 책임을 묻는 겁니까?
Don't tell me you're blaming me for this.
되묻죠, 단테. 아무런 위협 세력이 없는 곳에 12이나 되는 자들을 내려보낼 이유가 있습니까?
Tell me then, Dante. Why would we bother sending 12 whole combatants to a place with no threats?
해결사까지 추가로 고용해가면서 말이지.
After hiring fixers to guide them too. That's
됐어, 관리자 양반.
enough of that, manager bud.
그건 내 탓이야. 책망하려면 나에게.
It's my fault. If you want someone to blame, I'm right here.
걸작이군.
How fascinating.
만난 지 얼마나 되었다고 벌써부터 전우의 냄새를 풍기는지.
Built a sense of camaraderie between you already.
뭐 피차 한 배에 묶인 자들끼리 감싸주는 게 나쁘다곤 하진 않겠지만.
Well, I do suppose it's not too bad to cover up for each other since you're all in the same bus.
치부를 감싸주는 게 무능함을 가릴 수 있다고 착각하진 않아줬으면 좋겠어.
Just know that sticking up for one another doesn't make up for your incompetence.
연락이 왔습니다. 애프터 팀의 특별작전 사과가 지하로 진입, 작전을 수행한다고 하네요.
We got a call. After Team's Spec Ops Section 4 has just gone underground for their job.
그래, 그래야겠지. 남은 애고와 환상체라도 회수해야 할 테니.
That sounds about right. Someone has to salvage the ego and abnormalities left there.
정작 중요한 정수는 이렇지만 말이야.
A real shame that the essence was lost, though.
뒤끝이 길군.
This is getting excessive.
전장에서 실패는 의뢰 있는 법이다. 목표를 달성하지 못했다면 다시 작전을 세워 재투입을 할 뿐이지.
Failure is a common thing on the battlefield. If an objective isn't met, you devise another plan and redeploy.
첫 작전에서 너무 많은 걸 바라는 게 아닌가? 관리자님은 첫 지휘라고는 믿을 수 없는 성과를 보여주었다만.
Are you sure it wasn't your expectations that were too high for our first mission? I will have you know that the executive manager's performance was nothing short of outstanding. Shut the fuck up, bootlicker.
이쯤 해두지. 뭐 아주 틀린 말을 한 것도 아니니까.
I suppose we'll leave it at that. You're not entirely wrong.
그렇죠.
Certainly. There seemed to be an uncanny tension. Tension? There seemed to be an uncanny tension between Cunnilingus and Faust. But right now, I had neither the energy nor the willpower left in me to get inquisitive. The bus reeked with the metallic stench of blood and gore that clung to our outfits, but no one thought to open the windows. And no one had the urge to have a change of clothes. All of us just sat in place, dwelling on silence. Grigor, who had the most defeated look of them all, stared despondently out the window. Then, he suddenly went to hang something from his pocket near the windshield of the bus.
벌레 양반, 메피의 머리에 뭘 매단 거야?
Big guy, bug guy, whatever the fuck you are. What did you put on Mephi's head?
유품.
A memento.
두 사람의 유품이다.
A memento for two.
딱 유리시만한 여동생이 있었거든.
I had a sister, just about Yuri's age.
그냥 그랬었다고.
That's all there is. I considered giving him a pep talk, but the idea quickly dissipated. Ishmael wore a grieving look. Sinclair was quietly weeping, and Rodia let out a distressed sigh. If they couldn't offer him any encouragement, what good would I do?
카론, 시야에 방해가 되진 않겠나?
Karan, won't this get in your way?
카루는 괜찮아.
No. Karan will be fine.
그래, 출발하지.
Alright. Let's hit the road.
부릉부릉.
Brum, brum. The bus slowly grumbled forward. The gas mask hanging by the windshield gently swayed like an ornament.
그림자를 줬던 나날들 남은 건 허망한 기억 불길이 나를 태운 것처럼 내 손엔 잿빛 먼지뿐 쉼없이 달려왔던 나를 죄어오던 시간들 이조차 그리워질까 모는 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있기를 내게 남은 알 수 없는 시간과 이제는 나가야 할 때 자신을 태워 사라져가는 촛불과 닮아 있구나 충고를 새도 없이 떠밀려 던져진 날 속에 내 길을 갈 수 있기를 모든 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있도록 멀리 멀리 날아가고 싶어 밤하늘의 새처럼 별에 닿을 수 있게 이 밤 또다시 찾아오겠지만 괜찮아 다 사라지네 괜찮아
경미한 손실을
And now we go back to
완벽에
upbeat music.
가까운 제안이었습니다. 이제 말씀하셨던 야근을 속히
어이, 알후가 탈출했다. 팀장이 나설 차례로군.
다음에는 류슈 팀원에게도 육체적 타격이 가능한 무기의 승인을 검토해 주십시오.
What? EXP Luxcavation has been unlocked. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty lost. A young girl just died. The story ended with a young girl getting decapitated. That's pretty much where we're at, if you want us. Anyways, gambling money, yeah. But not enough for a 10 pull, because I already did a 10 pull. Guys, you gotta believe me that it gets a little happier after this. True. Also, yes, hello, Coda. Thank you, and welcome in. I didn't want to cut away from the game during that, so I apologize to everyone about that. Hello, Ike. Welcome in. Glad to see everybody. Yes, I did not want to interrupt the sequence, so I decided I was just going to read through it all and talk here. You can get gambling money from the EX rewards. Yeah, I saw a lot of like the daily and weekly missions and everything were requiring me to go into Luxcavation. I just didn't know what it was. Not from Temple. I read it at the wrong time, I see. That's fine. I just didn't, you know, I didn't want to all of a sudden pause in the middle of reading that to acknowledge it. So it wasn't, I wasn't ignoring it. I saw it and, you know, I had my thing ready, but I was like, I don't want to interrupt the scene. I didn't think the scene was going to go on that long. I thought there was going to be a break between that and the final scene. So yeah, so apologies about that. I just didn't want to interrupt. I wanted to get that done before I interacted with the chat. But that's it. That's Kanto 1 done. I felt bad seeing everybody in there because their reactions were just tragic. Especially Dante. Dante was just distraught. Dante was just absolutely distraught. Genuinely a whole song sang by the main character of the content. I liked the song, yeah. I didn't want to interrupt the song either. That's why I wasn't speaking throughout that. I didn't want to interrupt the song. I was like, alright, you know what, Gregor, go crazy. I'm very happy for you, Gregor. That was good. I wasn't expecting the ending to be fair, but damn. It was a very bleak and just sudden ending. And Hong Lu was still yapping in the back of the... Yeah, he's the only one who was unaffected. He was genuinely the single person there that was unaffected by everything else. This man was still yapping up a storm. This man was still laughing his ass off in the back. While literally everybody else was holding themselves or crying or they were zoning out. Everybody else had been hit by what had just happened. Talking with Faust like nothing. Yeah, and Faust was just out. Faust was not paying attention. She was off in the distance. Every canto ends with the same song, but with the character focus singing in their own instrumentals. Huh. I thought it would have been a different song every time. I guess that's a unique way of spinning it. That's neat. If you don't mind real quick, I'm gonna go get water because I'm dying of thirst. So I'll be back shortly. This one is more lighthearted than Kanto 1, but I want it to be even worse! If I'm not crying by the end of Kanto 2, it's worthless and I'm refunding my game, even though I didn't pay for this. Oh, hello, Yuri Head. Alright. The vibe inside the bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear Radia's occasional quips and a raucous Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with somebody. Probably Don Quixote or Sinclair. As well as Ryoshu demanding a light for her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid. Normally, Gregor would have been the sinner I'd rely on to bring about some much needed levity amid such gripes and disorder. But now, he was one of the quietest. He was just staring out through the window, seemingly lost in deep thought. One thing was for sure, though. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it'd be Cunnilingus. The journey to retrieve the golden bow was an awfully arduous one, putting us on the brink of death, and some past that. More than several times. Not to mention the occasional crises that had almost had us getting kicked out of the company. Yet, Virgilus refused to put himself in our shoes. Given everything going on, it's hardly surprising that the bus is thick with Sinner's bottled up frustration. In the end, Ishmael, who'd had enough of it, finally decided to speak up.
이제 다음 장소는 어디인지 정도는 말해줘야 되는 거 아닌가요?
The least you can do is let us know where our next destination is, you know?
아, 실례했군.
Oh, sorry about that.
너희에게 임무를 설명해줄 가치가 있을지 고민하던 참이었어.
I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you fools would be worth the effort. Shut the fuck up, Cunnilingus.
나 서운해지려고 해. 기대에 못 미치는 자식일수록 더 품어야 된다는 거 몰라?
Ouch. It hurts. Don't you know kids who fall behind need extra care?
간곡히 부탁하건대 이번만큼은 망신을 시켜주지 않으면 좋겠어.
Then I can't help but plead for you to not embarrass me this time. You just pulled Addict Sinclair? What is he, a gooning addict?
오합지졸을 데리고 소풍 가는 교사로
Bent Addict
보고 싶진
Sinclair.
않으니까.
I sure don't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic.
특히 우리 로지온에겐 기대가 더욱 커. 이번엔 훌륭한 가이드가 되어줄 수도
I
있을
have
것 같으니까.
high hopes for you in particular, Rodion. You might just make a good guide for this tour.
내가 대단하다는 건 알고 있지만 모르는 곳까지 가이드하기에는.
Huh? Sure, I know I'm pretty exceptional, but I'm not sure what I can do to guide the team in a place I've never been to. He likes turning humans into songs with a shredder. I'm not even gonna ask how that works.
걱정 마. 익숙하다 못해 친숙한 곳일 테니.
Not to worry. You'll definitely more than feel at home in our next destination.
돈에 잠길 수도 말라 죽을 수도 있는 환락의 둥지.
The nest of hedonism. A place where you can either hit the jackpot or rock bottom, with very little in between.
제이사다.
J-Corp. Great. Even Radius clammed up now.
뭐 이참에 한탕 두둑하게 챙겨보는 것도 나쁘지 않겠지.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to hit it big while we're at it.
야, 도착하면 아무나 깨워라.
Oi, someone wake me up when we're there.
공교롭게도 이번엔 지부 앞까지 모셔다 두진 못하게 되었습니다, 손님.
Unfortunately, the bus will not be dropping you off at the branch entrance this time, dear passenger.
카론, 정차.
Caron, park the bus.
카론,
Caron?
정차가 뭐야?
What's park?
멈추란 뜻이다.
It means stop.
멈추는 건 빨간색. 카론이 맛없어. 빨간색.
Stops are red. Red tastes bad to Caron. Muttering under her breath, Caron hits the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead while the rest were thrown to the ground. And I was not an exception. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted, as everyone ate shit. And while I couldn't clearly catch what the sinners were yelling, I'd wager a good half of them were profanities. So perhaps it was for the best that I couldn't make them out.
힘이 넘치는 건 좋군. 내려.
Aren't we bursting with energy today? Good. Now get off.
목적지까진 한참 남았던데 아, 택시를 불러줄 건가요?
But it looks like we still got quite a distance to cover. Ah, are you going to call a taxi for us?
파우스트 씨가 자세히 설명해 주겠지만 이번엔 지난번 임무와는 많은 차이가 있을 겁니다. 단테.
Miss Faust will give you the full rundown, but be aware that this mission is going to be quite different from the last one, Dante.
왜냐하면 이번엔 황금가지를 탈환해야 할 곳은
This is because you are to retrieve the golden bow
카지노의 지하니까.
from the underground floor of a casino.
설마 저 골목 한가운데에 있는 번쩍번쩍한 건물들인가?
Do you mean to tell us that it's somewhere among the brightly lit buildings lined up at the center of that street?
그래, 저것들 중 하나다.
Correct. It's one of the buildings there.
지난번 잠입했던 로보토미 지부는 오랫동안 방치된 곳이었죠.
The lobotomy branch facility we infiltrated last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while.
그럼 그게 특수한 경우였다는 뜻인가요?
So you mean that was the exception?
이렇게 보면 머리를 굴릴 줄 아는 직원이 없는 것도 아닌데 이전 작전은 왜 그렇게 무참하게 망쳤을까?
See, it's times like this that remind me this team is not exactly short on critical thinkers, which only makes me wonder how your last mission ended up such a disastrous failure.
황금가지는 많은 기술이 응축된 강력한 에너지원이다.
The golden bow is a potent energy source, holding the essence of many technological marvels.
강한 에너지는 자연스럽게 돈과 사람들을 불러오고 순식간에 그 위에 문명이 생겨버리지.
With energy that powerful, people and money are sure to follow, laying the groundwork for an entire civilization before you know it.
그렇기에 이후로 방문할 곳도 다른 집단들이 자리를 메우고 있을 가능성이 크죠.
Ergo, it's likely that our future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and organizations as well.
또한 카지노 외에 온갖 곳들을 방문해야 한다는 뜻이기도 합니다.
Which, in turn, indicates that we should be prepared to also visit a wide variety of venues in addition to this casino.
처음 임무는 비교적 쉬운 편이었다는 뜻이기도 하지. 멋들어지게 실패해버렸지만
It also means that your first mission, was the easy one. It makes it all the more baffling how you turned a guaranteed success into a defeat. Oh, shut up, Cunnilingus. Is he always this petty and vindictive?
모르지. 단테나 우리나 봤던 기간은 별반 차이가 없으니까.
Beats me. I've only had a bit more time with him than you have.
뭐라 그랬지? 림버스 컴퍼니에 입사한 걸 환영한다. 나는 안내자 베르길리우스라고 하지. 라면서?
What did he say again? Something like, "Welcome to Limbus Company. I'm your guide virgin," and all that.
방금 되게 잘 따라하지 않았어?
Pretty good impression, wasn't it?
그러고 보니 무게를 엄청 잡긴 했지. 입사하자마자 퇴직원을 내도 되는지 물어볼 뻔했다니까.
Gotta admit, he definitely has that bossy, overbearing tone. Nearly made me want to quit on the spot. I get the feeling the rest of you had the same thought, more or less.
무슨 소리요? 그것은 역사적인 날이었지. 특색 해결사 붉은 시선의 부름을 받는다는 건 정말이지 영광스러운.
Nonsense! 'Twas a day to go down in history, to be summoned into service by the Red Gaze himself. Truly there is no honor greater than a color addressing your...
그래도 한 명 정도는 팬이 있었나 봐.
I guess he does have a fan among us after all.
그러게나 말이야.
Looks like it. Roddy and Grigor started snickering to themselves, their mood noticeably improving.
다들 말이 필요 이상으로 많군. 버스 안에서의 세 번째 규칙을 만들고 싶게 하진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
I'm hearing far too much unnecessary chatter. Don't give me a reason to add a third rule on this bus. Man, shut up! Will you cosplay Dante? Hell yeah. Give me a giant clock to put on my head and then light it on fire, and there you go. Then you got yourself a deal.
아, 그 직원들끼리 상사 욕 좀 할 수 있지. 되게 째째하네.
Come on. It's just plain petty. Employees need some space to vent about their boss, you know.
다음엔 째째한 내가 듣지 못하는 곳에서 해줬으면 좋겠어.
Next time, do it out of the earshot of your petty boss.
난 보기보다 상처를 잘 받거든.
I'm more fragile than I look. You see?
다들 이만 하차하지. 이번엔 부디 황금가지를 든 채로 만나게 되면 좋겠군.
Right. Time to get up and move. I sure hope to see you return with a golden bow in your hands this time. Oh, shut
이번에도
up.
실패하면 어떻게 할 건데?
And if we bug it twice?
혹시 모르지. 카론이 갑자기 개폐 버튼을 잊어버려서 문이 안 열리게 된다던가.
Who knows? Karon might suddenly forget which button opens the door to let you in.
버튼 빨간색. 맛없는 색이야.
Button. Red. Yucky color.
이것은 미친놈.
He's a complete psycho. This bloke.
네, 뭐
UITGAAN.
네모가 뭔데?
And that means?
내리자 머저리들 이란 뜻이다.
Shorthand for useless, idiot, or idiotic travelers. Go and abscond now. Heathcliff shot Ryushu a glare as though he was ready to unload a barrage of insults at her before deflating with a long, loud sigh. He backed down in a way that wasn't quite like his usual self, seemingly accepting the fact that caving her skull in with that bat of his wouldn't accomplish anything. That extremely long bat that he's clearly compensating with. Hello, Apple. Sweet. The pawn shop? There's no way, right? If nobody got the reference for today's title, it's a Pawn Stars reference. That's what the reference is for my title. So it's absolutely incredible that there's a damn pawn shop. Awesome Heathcliff character arc. Yeah, instead of beating someone to death, he's just like, eh. Instead, he's gonna go drink some tea and eat some crumpets. Yeah, let's...
그래, 태워보지 뭐.
I want to run Grigor. So let's run Grigor.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
I want to run my goat.
계획을 설명드리죠.
Allow me to give you a rundown of the plan.
황금가지에 도달하기 위해서 최우선이 되어야 할 건 전원 카지노 무사 잠입입니다.
Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino incognito. This will be critical for the successful recovery of the Golden Bow.
저희가 알아낸 정보에 의하면 입구는 총 3개가 존재해요.
According to the information we've acquired, the casino has 3 entrances.
일반 손님들이 출입하는 문과 VIP들만 이용 가능한 전용 통로. 마지막으로는
Okay, I'm sorry, Faust. Okay.
뒷문.
1 for ordinary visitors, 1 reserved for VIPs, and lastly, the back door used by employees.
저희는 각 입구에 한 조씩 4명은 카지노 딜러, 4명은 일반 손님, 4명은 VIP 손님으로 위장한 후 흩어져서 출입을 할 겁니다.
We'll split into 3 groups to cover each entrance. 4 of us will disguise as croupiers, 4 as guests, and the last 4 will play the role of VIPs.
확실히 집단으로 다닐수록 눈에 띄지.
Guess who fell asleep? Ah, I envy you. For once, I envy you. Working in smaller groups will certainly draw less attention.
무리 짓는 것보단 흩어지는 것이 적당하오.
It is wiser to divide rather than unite.
누가 어떤 역할을 맡을지는 나눠드린 봉투를 열어서 확인하세요.
You can find your assigned roles in the envelopes distributed.
그리고 이번 작전에서마저도 황금가지 탈환에 실패할 경우
Also, the company's higher-ups have expressed concern about our performance.
앞으로의 계획에 큰 차질이 생길 거라는 윗선의 우려가 있었어요.
They stress that the company's future plans hinge on our successful retrieval of the Golden Bow through this operation.
그래서 이번엔 합동 작전으로 갑니다.
Therefore, we will carry out the objective by means of a joint operation. Joint operation?
보다 전문적이고 노련한 이들로 이루어진 림버스 컴퍼니 특수부대.
Our partner is a special forces unit consisting of professionals and veterans.
지금은 LCC, 클리어 부서라고 불리던가요? 잠입 작전에서만큼은 저희보다 우수하다고 말할 수 있을 겁니다.
I believe they are now monikered the LCC, short for Limbus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that their abilities far exceed our own in espionage.
이미 이 정도로도 충분히 많다고 생각하는데요.
Aren't 12 people enough already? Anything more than that is basically a crowd.
숫자가 중요한 게 아니라는 사실을 드디어 깨달았나 봐.
I guess someone finally realized that more isn't always merrier.
우와, 다른 부서를 보는 건 처음이네요. 어디 계시나요?
Wowza! I haven't met staff from the other teams before. Where are they now? Hong Lu looked around as though he was expecting Faust to introduce us to our partners any second. Needless to say, no one showed up.
우린 전당포로 갑니다.
Envy, is that a Limbus Company reference? Yeah, every sin known to man is a Limbus Company reference. We'll be heading to the pawn shop.
요새도 그런 가게들이 있나?
Is pawning still a thing these days?
이곳은 전당포의 거리라고도 불릴 만큼 대부분의 가게가 전당포를 겸하고 있어요.
We're in the so-called Pawnbrokers Avenue. Most businesses double as pawn shops here.
저 가게가 합류 지점이에요. 들어가죠.
That shop over there is our rendezvous point. Let's head inside. Guys, who says wowzers earnestly? Me, I say wowzers. Your hair probably stands out more than me. Oh. Oh, it seems that there's a gang of rapscallions. Okay. Where's the bug man? Okay. Ah, okay, well. Let's go. Nice. Come on, bath salts. Huge.
그러면 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Okay, nice. Let's do... Yep. There we go. Come on, bath salts, do your thing. There we go. Nice. Damn. Oh, never mind. Oh, shit. Really? Oh, it's tragic.
위험인물 발견. 제 앞에 있다.
Huge. Huge. Come on, finish the job. There we go. Nice.
너무 우르르 들어오는 거 아니요? 가뜩이나 좁아 터진 가게구만.
Now I have to read this part in Hang It On voice. I could die a peaceful death. Don't worry, watch streaks will make that faster. Watch streaks make the points gather faster. Now you can die a peaceful death. A limbful death. Well, you know what? This guy is fitting of the Hang It On voice, so you know what? Sure. Ain't you too many visitors at once? The shop's cramped as it is.
트럼프로 볼 거요? 아니면 마작정으로
So,
볼 거요?
which one do y'all prefer to test your luck on? Trumps or Mahjong? As we entered the shop, we were met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
What's that blighter on about?
저만 제2사 안내 책자 읽어온 거예요? 베르길리우스 씨가 떠나기 전에 한 번씩 읽어보라고 했잖아요.
Am I the only one here who read up on J-Corp? Virgin gave us a pamphlet to peruse before we left.
뭐 표지 정도는 봤던 것 같기도 하고.
Well, I vaguely remember checking out the cover.
이곳에서는 그날 하루의 운에 따라서 받을 수 있는 지불금도 달라져요.
Here, you get loaned different amounts depending on your fortune for the day.
대복이면 값을 더 치러주겠지만 흉에 가까워질수록 본전도 못 건지게 되는 거죠.
Drawing great fortune rewards you with bonus cash, but the closer your draw is to misfortune, you'll be paid far under the pawn's value.
아, 그러고 보니 우리 집은 아예 점을 보는 사람들을 정식으로 고용하기도 했어요.
Ah, that reminds me, my family had hired dedicated fortune tellers before.
집을 나오기 직전에 봤던 점에 대복을 뽑았는데 이렇게 다 같이 만날 운명을 암시한 거였나 봐요.
They divined a great fortune for me before I left. That must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on my journey.
와, 유복한 집에서 신선 노름이나 해왔던 게 당신의 운명이라니. 저도 다음에는 그런 운명으로 태어나길 기도해야겠네요.
Wow, good for you. Must have been nice enjoying the high life with fancy pastimes in that mansion of yours. That come bundled with a silver spoon fortune. Maybe I should start praying for that kind of luck in my next life, if there's even one.
난 사양이야. 저런 놈들이 알고 보면 더 더럽게 노는 법이거든.
Hung Lu thinks it's all sunshine and rainbows, yeah, lollipops every day. I'm good. It's well-off gits like him that tend to play dirty.
그럴 수도 있겠네요. 저도 어렸을 때부터 제 동생하고는 같이 놀기 싫었던 것 같아요. 맨날 반칙을 쓰면서 심술을 부렸거든요.
You might be right, actually. I didn't like to get along with my younger sibling when I was little. Always tried to cheat and grouch if things didn't go as desired.
아니, 내가 말한 건 그런 뜻이 아니고.
No, that's not what I meant by playing dirty.
다들 점 볼 거요 말 거요?
So you want to get your fortune told or not?
그런데 시방 저당 잡을 걸 가지고 있긴 한 거요? 다들 행색이.
Actually, forget fortune telling. Did you people even bring anything to pawn? Not seeing any glowies on you. The pawnbroker glanced over each sinner with a dubious look until his eyes landed on me. He got aroused, and I got very scared.
저 시계머리는 값이 되긴 하겠군.
Oh, that clockhead might fetch a good sum.
얼마로 예상하는데, 영감?
How much do you think it'll sell for, old pal? Radia, why are you even asking him that?
연락 받으셨을지 모르겠지만 저희는 림버스 컴퍼니 소속으로.
Bald guys can't tell fortunes. No, yeah they can. Their heads are used as the balls. The crystal ball is their head. As you were longly contacted in advance, we are from the Limbus company. And unfortunately, neither the shinies nor the pawnbroker was paying any attention to Faust's words. Or sinners, not shinies. What the fuck? Oh, I did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home.
오, 비단의 용자수를 놓았군. 바늘땀이 꼼꼼한 게 이 정도면 700만 안?
Oh, A dragon embroidered on silk. That's some meticulous needlework, which might net, let's see, 7 million nan?
그깟 천 조각이 그렇게 비싸다고? 눈이 썩어버린 거 아니야, 영감?
A crummy piece of cloth is worth that much? You'd better check them eyeballs for cataracts, you old geezer.
뭐? 이런 고급품을 못 알아봐. 아휴, 그런 고물 반지나 끼고 있으니.
Why are we not selling everything Hong Lu brought actually? Why aren't we selling Hong Lu? What? Don't you recognize the quality in this craftsmanship? Ha, no wonder. Guess that explains why you're parading around that ratty ring on your finger like it's a real treasure. Bath salts, put the shotgun down.
뭐라고 했냐? 야, 잠깐 비켜봐. 야, 야!
Oi, what'd you just say? Oi, out of my way. I'm gonna... Oi!
아우 시끄러. 단테, 얘네 좀 조용히 시켜줘.
Jeez, cut it out. Hey, Dante, shut them up or something.
걱정했잖아요, 파우스트.
He's missing all his antenna to connect to the other side. True. We should sell all of Hong Lu's clothes and stuffs for totally normal reasons. Selling the rich boy is lore accurate. True. You had us worried, Faust. Amid the racket of the pawn shop's chaos, I could make out a remarkably kind and gentle voice carrying through.
보기로 한 시간은 4시였는데 15분이나 지나버려서 당신이 시계 보는 법을 까먹었을 리는 없을 테고요. 그렇죠?
You're 15 minutes late to our agreed upon rendezvous time at 4. Surely you haven't forgotten how to read a clock?
네. 버스를 운전한 건 제가 아니니까요.
I certainly haven't, but I was also not the one charged with driving the bus.
아하. 그래서 이런 시계 인간까지 데리고 다니는 거야? 알람 기능까진 없었나 보네.
Uh-huh. Is that why you're letting this clock human tag along with you? I suppose they didn't come with a timer function? Following the gentle voice was the snide remark of a man who didn't even attempt to hide his disdain. Hey, that's a bit harsh. To at least try to leave a better first impression. I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset whenever people are rude to me.
너야? 이번에 황금가지 탈환 작전 말아먹은 애들.
Oh, so it was you. You guys are the team that botched the golden bow retrieval last time.
도시에서 손꼽힌다는 천재가 속한 팀이라길래 주위에서 기대가 많았는데.
Folks had high expectations from your team. What, with some of the smartest people in the city being on it?
어쩐지 파우스트 씨 표정이 계속 안 좋아 보이던데.
No wonder. That explains the look on Miss Faust's face.
제 표정은 항상 동일했어요.
My facial expression has remained unchanging.
야, 넌 왜 가만히 있어? 얘도 나름 두뇌파야. 무시하지 말라고.
Oi, this bloke's also the brainy sort. Don't brush him off. Aren't you gonna say anything? Heathcliff gave Yi Sung a sideways glance, only to be met with a lukewarm response.
그저 무의미한 자랑이기 때문이요.
I shall not, as that would be a hollow vaunt.
너 지하에서만 해도 말 많지 않았냐? 왜 갑자기 또 이상해진 거야?
Huh? Remember you being a lot chattier in the basement? Who am I dealing with now? An old look-alike or something?
본인은 본래부터 이상이었소만.
You deal with what I deal with? A congenital, self-same reflection of my mirrored self.
됐다.
What's that about ideal? Forget it.
첫 번째 임무는 애초에 실패를 염두에 둔 계획이었어요.
Water. Eat it. I have to eat water. Can somebody freeze it? Our first mission was devised with failure in mind.
각자의 잠재력을 확인하는 시간이 필요했으니까.
We needed an opportunity to see what sort of potential each sinner had.
그랬던 거였어?
Wait, so that's what it was?
처음부터 목표가 실패인 작전이라니. 작전이라고 부르기도 못하군.
An operation with failure as its objective? That hardly qualifies as a mission.
베르길리우스님은 어디 갔죠? 전 그분 얼굴이라도 뵐 수 있을까 싶어서 작전에 합류하겠다고 한 건데요.
By the way, is Mr. Cunnilingus here? I volunteered to assist with the operation mainly for a chance to get to see him.
그분도 쪽팔렸겠지. 이런 애들이랑 같이 다닌다고 생각해봐.
You must have been embarrassed to be in their company. Imagine having to babysit people like them.
그 자식 일부러 멀찌감치 내려준 거였나? 우리가 쪽팔려서?
Is that why that sod dropped us so far away from the entrance? Cause he was ashamed of us?
왜
Fucking
비하하는
bugger.
반박을 아무도 안 하는 건데요?
These two are the ones insulting us. Why are we getting mad at someone who isn't even here?
그리고 자기소개라도 해야 잘난 척이든 허세든 의미 있어진다는 거 몰라요?
In any case, if they're not going to introduce themselves, we have zero reason to give a damn about their grand standing.
이번에 합동 작전을 하게 될 분들이에요. 림버스 컴퍼니 클리어 부서 ACC에서 오셨습니다.
These two will be our cooperators for this mission. They're from the Limbus Company Clearance Department, also known as the LCC.
비포팀까지 붙여주시죠. 아, 전 소드고 이 사람은 에피랍니다.
Please add before team there, if you don't mind. Ah, I'm Sod, and this here is Effie.
뭐 우리가 박수라도 쳐줘야 되는 거.
So what? Are you expecting us to burst into applause, or...
우와, 반가워요.
Oh my fucking god. Well, aren't you just a big old ball of sunshine? Wonderful! It's a pleasure. Hong Lu was the only person on the team who welcomed them with total sincerity. He almost even gave a standing ovation. As the rest of the sinners stared at the before team duo with either cold hostility or wary glances, the awkward introduction session finally came to an end. It's Hong Kong.
경미한 손실을 제외하면
Oh, gun.
완벽에 가까운 제압이었습니다.
Sweet.
이제 말씀하셨던 야근을 속히
어이, 알후가 탈출했다. 팀장이 나설 차례로.
다음에는 류슈 팀원에게도 육체적 타격이 가능한 무기의 승인을 검토해 주십시오, 관리자님.
Sweet. All fun and sunshine until Kanto 8. All fun and sunshine until 8 hours of reading. Which one's the longest so far? Which of the kantos is the longest kanto so far? I hear Ryoshu. You're growling, you're snarling. You're barking even. Let me hydrate real quick. Let me redeem that hydrate. Barking for Ryoshu? Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm gonna bark for Ryoshu now. Yeah, Ryoshu would love that. If we're talking about word count, it would actually be Kanto 8, I think. I'm curious now. I heard like the first 3 are short. Or the first 4 are short. It's one of those two. I heard it was either the first 3 or the first 4 are like the short ones. And then they vary. I would also bark for Ryoshu. We have not gotten enough of Ryoshu. I don't know. But she has a big sword, so maybe I would too. But I'm not entirely sure because we have not gotten a lot of her yet. First 3 are short? Okay. And then the 4th one is like 3 years long. Sweet. We need more Ryoshu. Yeah, we have not gotten a lot of Ryoshu. It's been very little. Me again? Them again. You own the newest Kanto, it's entirely about her. Are any of the Kantos right now about bath salts? Do we have a bath salt Kanto? If so, that's sweet. Woof, if you would like to be Ryoshu's dog. Woof, if you love Ryoshu. Not yet. Game's ruined. I need more bat salt. My entire bio is all about her, so I would bark 100% for Ryoshu. Your entire existence is about Ryoshu. Everything about you is Ryoshu. Are we all woofing for Ryoshu in chat? Yeah, we are. Okay. Sweet. As in the next one to come out is Marisol. Heathcliff woofing for Ryoshu? Impossible. Why is Bro barking for Ryoshu? Insanity. I refuse to believe it. Heathcliff, is this true? Are you barking for Ryoshu? Do you accurately represent Limbus Company's Bimgisny? Heathcliff? Crazy reference. You guys are referencing something I don't know, so I'm just sitting here like flabbergasted. I'm sitting here absolutely confused as to what's going on. Let me see. Hold on, let me check something. Oops. I am Limni Company. Hell yeah. Good job, Limni Company. Let me think. Yeah, I'll do one more. We'll read one more story.
자, 이번 작전은요. 저희가 숟가락으로 떠먹여 줄 테니까 그냥 입을
I wouldn't bark for
벌려서
any Limbus character. I'm normal. No, you'd bark for all of them. Now, for this mission, we'll basically spoon feed you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up your simple tasks.
여기 봉투에 든 문서들 확인하시고 거기에 적혀 있는 대로 그대로만 하면 돼요.
Oh, she put some phlegm in that. Check the documents in this envelope and do exactly, precisely as the papers say. The way Sod patronizingly dragged out that vowel needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. Besides, Even if I did, all she'd hear would be the ticking of a clock.
뭐야? 말로는 공조라면서 함께할 생각은 전혀 없고 그냥 뒷공문이나 쫓아오라는 소리군.
There's hardly any joining forces in this so-called joint operation, is there? You're basically ordering us to stick to your tail.
자존심 상하네. 이것들이 누구를 모지리로 알아?
This is downright insulting. They taking us for pushovers or what?
관리자님, 이거 그대로 두고 봐.
Whereas y'all, we have 6 more hours of stream, and an 8-hour shift makes it more immersive, right? Yeah, 100%. Look, manager, we've got to put our foot down and
두고 봐.
and
되겠네?
do as they say, I guess? Huh?
얘네들이 준 문서요. 완벽해요.
The documents they gave us? They're flawless.
이것 봐요. 동선까지 전부 들어있어요. 이렇게 깔끔하고 체계적으로 쓰여 있는 문서는 정말 오랜만에 보는데요.
Look at this. There are routes drawn out and everything. It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and meticulous.
확실히 제대로 된 작전 계획을 써봤던 티가 나는군.
Precisely. This is certainly indicative of their knowledge and experience in drafting proper plans of operation.
아, 물론 관리자님의 계획성에 비하면 발끝에도 못 미치지만.
This isn't to say that it holds a candle to the level of forethought you display, Executive Manager. Convinced by Ishmael's commendation, I open the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. Put simply, the objective of the mission could be summed up as follows. Operation, reach the top floor. What really motivated the plan was the first place prize up for grabs in today's table game. According to the briefing document, the only way to access the area containing the golden bow is to win the competition on the casino's top floor. The game will bring together 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino. And of those 4, the name we are to take is that of the infamous Ting Tang Gang? What the fuck kind of gang name is that?
얕은 편견일 뿐이죠.
A name doesn't necessarily represent the nature of an organization. Believing otherwise is nothing more than shallow prejudice.
편견이라는 색깔 안경을 구태여 끼우는 것은 이상적이지 아니하오.
It is unideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lens that is bias. Right. Ting Tang Gang. Knick-knack paddywhack, give the dog a bone. Anyway, back to the plan. Masquerade is the boss of the Ting Tang Gang and win the gamble. Afterward, proceed to the underground floors to find the golden bow. Until then, we are to make use of the pawn shop's items and clothing to slip into the casino undercover. Blend in as either a VIP patron or a dealer per our assigned roles, and wait for the top floor team to win the game and give the go-ahead. That's about it for the outline of this plan. I think. No, hold on. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player loses the game?
혹시나 할 때를 대비해서 위조 신분증까지 준비해 놨답니다. 카지노에서 불시에 신분 검사를 할 수도 있으니까.
We've prepared fake authentication as well, just in case the casino security decides to run random inspections on visitors.
좋아. 다 좋은데 꼭대기층의 갬블에서는 어떻게 이길 작전이야?
Sure, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you plan to win the game on the top floor?
우리 복장을 보면 감이 잡히지 않아?
What do you think these get-ups are for?
카지노 딜러로 자연스럽게 섞이기 위해 몇 개월을 연습했지.
We practiced for months to pass off as bona fide croupiers. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I could be fucking that up really bad.
알아서 좋은 패를 넘겨줄 거야. 눈만 멀쩡히 달려 있으면 이기는 건 걱정할 필요도 없지.
We'll make sure the winning hands come your way. Game's already in the bag. All you need is a working pair of eyes. Yeah, a working pair of eyes. Effie repeated under his breath, giving us a brief but pointed side-eye. He's making it painfully obvious he has zero faith in us. What a bitch.
콩콩이파 두목으로는 어떻게 위장할 건데?
And how exactly are we going to take the place of the Ting Tang Gang's boss?
카지노에서 제공되는 식사에 수면제를 섞을 거예요. 주방장이랑도 이미 얘기가 끝났답니다.
We'll put sedatives in the food that's served at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef. Why is the song going so crazy? Jam out. The song goes hard. We're over here like insulting each other and shit, and meanwhile I'm grooving. I'm getting jiggy with it. Start schmoovin', everyone. Come on. It's boogie time.
수면제.
Sedatives. Sod and Effie shot each other a knowing wink, like they use it on each other all the time. That brief exchange alone spoke volumes. It was clear that they considered themselves the perfect duo who needed no words to understand one another.
사장님, 지낼 때 여기서부터 저기까지 물건들 좀 보고 있을게요.
Sir, you wouldn't mind if we took a look at the items on display, would you? From this side to all the way over there?
네? 아이고, 예, 그러면요. 찬찬히 둘러보세요.
Yes. Oh, sure. Take all the time you need, ma'am. In a heartbeat, the prom broker... The prawn? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. The prom broker's disdain melted into kowtowing. The old man bowed so deeply that his head was almost level with the floor and up his ass.
그럼 다들 진열장에서 알맞은 물건을 가져가죠.
Now then, let's take what we need from the display.
우와, 이거 구프샤 디자이너가 제작했던
Oh my
브로치죠?
god. Oh my! This one here, it's Gupcha... Gupcha? What the fuck? What are these names? Gupcha designer brooch, isn't it?
야, 이걸 알아보시는 분이 계실 줄이야. 저희 전당포에 대들 보입죠. 10개밖에 제작이 안 되어서 아마 부르는 게 값이...
Ah, you've truly got the eyes of a connoisseur, sir. This piece is our shop's pride and joy. Only 10 were ever made. So it's no surprise that people are willing to pay whatever price is called for.
저희 집 강아지가 산책할 때마다 끼고 다니는 목줄 장식이었어요. 아, 다시 보니까 너무 반갑네요.
My dog used to have one of these on its collar whenever we took it out for walkies. So nice to see something that brings back pleasant memories.
나는 이 소가죽으로 만든 장갑이 탐나는데 이걸 샀던 녀석은 아마 패션 센스가 남달랐을 것 같아.
I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been a fashionista.
봉투에 적혀 있는 대로 가져가세요. 각자 맡은 역할이 있답니다.
Please stick to the items listed in the envelopes. You have roles to play.
이보시오. 내 봉투에는 청소부라고 써져 있는데 뭔가 착오가 있는 것 같소만?
Prithee, the envelope I have received saith janitor. Surely this is a most grievous error.
좋아, 다 좋은데 돈은 어떻게 지불할 작정이야?
Okay, it's good and all, but do you have the money to pay for all this?
격떨어지게 예산 걱정을 왜 하는 거야? 이 블랙 카드로는 못 긁는 게 없어.
That kind of hand-wringing over budget's way above your pay grade, isn't it? Don't stress. One swipe of this black card can buy you anything you can imagine, including you.
단테, 어떻게 된 거야? 툭불 고기는 예산 딸려서 못 먹는다며.
Dante, you got some explaining to do. I remember you telling me we can't have prime cut beef because we don't have the budget.
수준 이상의 성과를 보이는 부사에겐 회사에서 한도 없는 카드를 준다는 소문이 사실이었군요.
So the rumors were true. Teams with standout performance are issued no-limit cards. While everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card, a loud voice boomed in from outside the shop.
어이 할배, 오늘까지 자리세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는 사실이었어?
Hey, old fart. Didn't I say a payment was due today? A man who, even at first glance, clearly belonged to a vicious syndicate, swaggered into the pawn shop.
한 번만 봐주십시오. 다음에는 꼭 납부하겠습니다.
Please, give me one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready next time you visit.
한 번? 할배, 덧셈도 못해? 지난번에도 똑같이 말했잖아. 내가 놓친 내 숫자 공부 봐주느라 형님한테 깨져야겠어.
One more chance. Can't you do basic math, you old coot? Said the same thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time reteaching you kindergarten. You hear?
저같이 힘없고 몸도 성치 않은 노인 내한테 또 밥 먹을 게 무엇이 있다고?
I'm just a weak, frail old man. There's really nothing you'll gain by shaking me down. Pleading in an exaggeratedly loud voice, the pawnbroker flickered a glance at us from the corner of his eye.
이제는 큰 소리를 치네. 화내봐, 화내. 그래야 나도 죄책감이란 게 줄어들 것 같으니까.
Got a mouth on you now, do ya? Yeah, that's it. Lose your shit and show me what you can do. It'll make me feel a whole lot less guilty about having to do this to you. What? Are you telling him to take off his clothes, you freak? The way the old man looked at us seemed to waver between outright frustration and an unspoken demand for immediate assistance, so we slapped the guy on his bald head. All the noise of the ongoing row now began to draw the attention of the sinners.
거기 뭘 봐? 구경 났냐?
The hell are you looking at? Mind your own business.
와, 진짜 전형적인 대사라서 대꾸하고 싶지도 않았어요. 좀 더 창의적인 시비를 걸 순 없는 걸까요?
Wow, that was so cliche that I couldn't even be bothered to reply. Would it kill for these dicks to be creative for once?
저희가 도와줘야 하는 거 아닐까요?
Shouldn't we help out? Maybe? Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the goon without a care, Sinclair turned an anxious glance his way.
어쩔 수 없답니다. 뒷골목은 뒷골목 나름대로의 규율이 존재하고 그것들이 얼기설기 엮여서 돌아가는 구조니까요.
It is what it is. Backstreets play by their own rules, and that's what maintains the complex web of their society.
우리 같은 외지인들이 어설프게 개입을 하면 눈에만 띌 뿐이에요.
Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in. Satisfied by the sinner's decision to stay out of it, the goon carried on with the shakedown. He started gooning in front of everybody.
그거를 내놓으면 되잖아. 몇 번이나 말했는데.
If you ain't got the money, why don't you pay your dues another way instead? Not the first time we gave you the chance.
그것만은 안 됩니다. 제발.
Anything but that. I'm begging you. Are we really going to leave them be?
영 보기 그러시면 제가 나설까요, 관리자님?
May I step in if the situation displeases you, Executive Manager?
그런데 그거라는 게 뭐지?
Anyhow, what did the thug mean by another way?
이곳엔 돈보다 더 가치 있는 재화가 존재해요.
A currency more valuable than money exists in this district. Oh my god! What is up with these undertones? It's called saliva!
제2사의 특이점은 무엇이든 잠글 수 있는 강력한 보안 기술이죠.
It is a known fact that J-Corp's singularity is a powerful security technology capable of locking anything.
하지만 그런 보안 기술이 생겨난 데에는 제2사 뒷골목에 오래된 문화와 역사를 바탕으로 하고 있어요.
What is less known, however, is the extensive cultural and historical background of the corporation's backstreets that has led to the singularity's creation.
역사? 너 지금 그걸 여기서 설명하겠다는 말이야?
History?
조건에 공부까지 있는 줄 몰랐다고.
You really gonna start lecturing us right now? Right here? I didn't sign up for a bloody school. In spite of Heathcliff's heated opposition, Faust went on with her explanation.
이곳에선 사람들의 소망력을 추출해낼 수 있는 기술이 사용되고 있어요.
Here in J-Corp, they utilize a technology to extract something called wish power from people.
특이점으로 승인되기에는 보편성이 다소 떨어져서 대중적으로 알려지진 않았지만
However, it remains largely unknown beyond this district as it lacks sufficient generality to be classified as a singularity.
일종의 운을 사고 파는 거예요. 화폐처럼.
In simpler terms, it is a way to process luck into a commodity that can be traded like currency.
이 소망력을 무력.
Okay, listen, I know we're having a lot of fucking chats in the background, but there's literally an old man being beat to death. Are we gonna just ignore that?
그게 지금의 특이점으로 이어진 거고요.
The existence of such a technology consequently brought forth the need for a means to stop others from forcibly extracting wish power, leading to the creation of a security technology that ultimately developed into the singularity we know today.
야, 파우스트. 이놈들한테 눈높이 교육시키느라 고생이 많겠다.
Gee wee, Faust. Must be tiring having to dumb everything down for these dickheads. Listen, have the balls to call us dickheads. It's fine. This was well within my anticipated scenario.
그 말투 무진장 거슬리는데.
Is he just being beat? I mean, he's being beat, that's for sure. How he's being beat? Well, I think there's a reason it's not showing us. The way you're talking is proper pissing me off.
자, 그럼 우린 진열대에 있는 적당한 물건들을 각자 집은 다음에 여길 벗어나자고요.
Alright, pick out the items you need from the display and let's get out of here. Sod waved the schedule pack document at us as if to make a point that we had no time to spare.
우린 일개 회사원이지 정의를 위해 나서는 히어로가 아니잖아요?
We're salaried workers, not heroes fighting for justice, okay? In this universe, there's no more heroes. Wait. Not that word. A sudden flash of dread rushed through my mind, urging me to make sure that every sinner was in my sight. That isn't exactly in step with the certain someone's principles. And it's the kind of thinking that would severely provoke her. Oh, motherfucker, you angered Don Quixote, didn't you? Ishmael seems to have noticed what I meant and hurriedly looked around.
남의 귀중품을 함부로 약탈하려 하다니! 필시 악인의 행동이라고밖에 볼 수 없다.
Dost thou presume to purloin the treasures of others? Verily, this deed is naught but utter villainy. Oh no. Don Quixote? I tried to stop her, but it was a moment too late. Don Quixote had already bolted forward, swinging her lance at the ting-tanger who was gripping the pawnbroker by the collar. She caught the goon completely off guard, and the blunt end of her lance struck him squarely on the head. He dropped to the floor with a discordantly whimsical smack, and everyone in the pawn shop watched his unconscious heap for a solid minute.
참고로 수감자들을 통제하는 역할은 제게 주어진 업무에 포함되지 않았어요. 이쪽 분의 역할이죠.
Ah, for your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description. That would be the responsibility of this employee. Don't give me that look. What was I even supposed to do there? I knew my words, my voice, wouldn't carry beyond the sinners, but that didn't stop me from arguing my case anyway. Then again, even if Sod and Effie could hear me protest, I doubt I would have done anything to mitigate their slack-jawed bafflement. The pawnbroker was the only one delighted by this turn of events.
아이고, 그놈 꼴 좋네요. 하지만 살짝 더 세게 내리쳤어도 좋았을 법했습니다.
Could serves him right. But I've gotta say, you could have smacked his head a tad harder.
베르길리우스가 악인을 처단하는 건 상관없지만 작전의 인물들까지 끌어들이면 곤란해질 거다. 라고 해서 말이요. 힘 조절을 했다네.
The Virgin, Cunnilingus himself, did counsel me that though I am free to mete out justice upon villains, I must do so without involving those who are irrelevant to the mission. 'Tis why I did temper my hand. That self-satisfied, proud look on her face grated on my nerves like never before. Uh-huh. So you knew exactly what he told you and you still went charging in anyway?
신념을 지켜야 하기에 어쩔 수 없었네. 부디 이해해주겠나.
Verily, 'twas a deed compelled by my own creed. I beseech thee to understand the virtue in this act of violence.
그런데 이놈 설마 죽은 건 아니겠지요?
Not to kill the mood, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, is he?
영감, 방금 전까지는 아쉬워하지 않았어?
I'm pretty sure you wish he'd gotten it worse back there, old man.
그건 그렇지만 이러다 유로지비가 나서면 여러모로 복잡해지지 않습니까?
I did, but it caused me more problems in more ways than one if Euro got mixed up in this.
유로집이? 걔네가 왜 여기에? 아니, 그보다 걔네 걱정을 왜 하는 거야?
The Eurodivi? What would they show up here? What? No, wait. Why are you even worried about them in the first place?
아이고, 소식도 듣는구만요. 벌써 몇 개월 전부터 이 근처에서 깽판을 치고 있는데.
Not up to date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble here for months now.
그들도 악당인가?
Are they villains as well?
아유, 저희한테는 악당이죠. 뭐라 그랬더라? 돈을 공치고 있는 장사치들을 조져서 힘든 사람에게 나눠야 한댔나? 뭐에 분배라 하던데.
Oh yes, they're villains all right to small-time shopkeepers like us. They're always going on about, what was it? Shaking down money, grubbing merchants, and giving to take the people in need. Some kind of distribution, they called it.
부의 재분배.
The redistribution of wealth.
아, 맞아요. 그거. 아유, 우리들이 무슨 돈이.
You know, it's always a delightful moment when Marisol actually talks.
매번 이 지역 깡패들을 시켜서 그러고 다니다니까요.
Ah, that's it, yes. Those scoundrels are robbing us poor sops of what little wealth we have. And they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it?
하여간 지들이 옳은 일 한답시고 기세등등하게 다녀서 힘들어요. 처음에는 뭘 찾으려고 하는 것 같았는데 이제는 돈이나 뺏고.
Life's been hard for us with those self-righteous thugs turning the streets upside down. Seemed like they were here searching for something at first, but all they do now is squeeze money out of us.
근데 말이야, 우리 피해야 하지 않을까? 콩콩이 파들이 들이닥칠지도 모르는데.
I just realized, shouldn't we be taking off now? More Ting Tang gang bruisers could be headed this way. It seemed like Radia deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the whys and wherefores. The gang member Don Quixote had knocked out started to twitch. Clearly, he wasn't going to be out for much longer.
골치 아프게 쓸데없이 일만 벌려서는.
What a headache. Now you made the problem bigger than it had to be.
이봐, 머핀과 소보를 했나? 아니, 너무 표정 우기지 말라고. 놀려 있는 게 전당포잖아. 얼마든지 대체를.
Hey, Muffin and Sable, was it? Don't be so tart now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? Can always find another.
에피랑 소드예요. 사람 이름을 맛있게 만들어 주시지는 않았으면 좋겠어요.
It's Effie and Sod. Please don't mistake our names for confections.
그리고 널려 있는 게 전당포라는 뜻은 다시 말해.
And yes, you're right in pointing out that there are plenty of pawn shops in the vicinity.
이 소동을 눈치챈
Don't worry, I see the hydrates. I'm tacking them on, don't worry.
소리랍니다.
What you don't seem to get is that every last one of them will close up once they hear about what happened here. Don Quixote.
바보들한테 일일이 설명하기도 이제 지친다. 얼른 나가자.
I'm getting fed up with having to spell every little thing out for these idiots. Let's just be on our way. Just as we were about to leave, a figure dressed much like the one we knocked out with a face just as menacing, stormed into the shop.
아이 영감, 우리 막내 보지 못했.
Ayo, Kaja, have you seen our little...
비실아, 이게 다 무슨 일이냐?
Slimmy, just what's going on here? We tried our hardest to pass ourselves off as innocent customers who just happened to be in the pawn shop at the worst possible time. And of course, as luck would have it, the knocked out thug began to come to his senses.
어떤 새끼야, 어서 말해. 내가 아주 사지를 찢어줄란게.
Where's that motherfucker who did this to you? Tell me, that bean's gonna regret the day they grew stems. What? 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 What the fuck? You know what? Goated. Insane. Oh, over there. That red clock head. The direction his finger was pointing at was far too clear for me to play dumb. And honestly, there was no getting around it. Red Clockhead was too distinctive. There wouldn't be a single other person in this entire district who'd even come close to that description.
또파심에 덧붙이지만 저는 전혀 모르는 일입니다. 이제 막 얼음찜질을 해드리려고 수건을 가지고 가려던 참이었습죠.
Just so you don't get the wrong idea, I have nothing to do with these people or what happened here. I was just about to go get some ice and a towel for that bump on the poor fellow's head.
저 윈내가 진짜.
That smarmy gaffer.
기대도 안 했지만 줏대라고는 바람에 흔들리는 갈대만도 못하네요.
I didn't expect this geezer to hold his ground, but he's really got a shaky reed for a backbone. Although it stung a bit to see the pawnbroker sell us out at the drop of a hat. Not to mention having to endure the thug's barrage of insults. One of them a clock-related slur, two, over something I wasn't even responsible for. I was determined to keep my cool. Oh my god, he's calling us a bean again.
동작 그만.
Frijolitos over there. Stop. Freeze where you are. Okay, my bad, dude. Didn't know. You don't have to call me a frijolito. Because it was clear as day that we're going to have to hightail it out of here. Right now. If I kept letting every trivial thing get under my skin, it wouldn't be long before I got beaten into a pulp.
뭘 도망쳐? 귀찮은데 그냥 다 죽이자.
Bah. No need to run. Let's just kill them all and be done with it.
왜? 아주 콩콩이 팔을 뿌리째 뽑아내자고 하지?
Oh, sure. What's next? Why don't you take out the whole syndicate while you're at it?
그것도 나쁘지 않겠어.
Sounds like a plan.
악의 무리는 단숨에 뿌리를 뽑아야 정의가 바로 서는 법.
The forces of evil must be swiftly uprooted, that the banner of justice may be lifted up high.
저기, 너희 중엔 정신이 똑바로 박혀 있는 직원이 정말 없는 거야?
Is there even a single person on your team who's actually in their right mind? No, I thought you would have figured that out by now. Ishmael bristled at the offending remark and seemed ready to snap back. But to me, the sight of Ting Tang goons readying their weapons was a more pressing matter. First, let's get the heck out of here. That's amazing. Oh, dang it. I'm offended he thinks bean is an insult. I mean, it depends. If Dante's Hispanic, then yeah, it's an insult. If he's not, then I don't think so. But then again, he was calling everybody a bean. He was saying, which of these beans? He's just calling us all beans. Everyone here is a bean. Okay, let me go redeem those hydrates. If you have an extra hydrate you want to redeem, now's the time to redeem it. Not only bean, but a particularly small bean. True. We're a small bean now. Damn, now I'm craving beans. An absolute tragedy has befallen me that I'm craving beans. Well, actually, I had beans. I had a Taco Bell bean burrito today. Bean and rice. Amazing burrito, by the way. Everything I got from Taco Bell today was actually really good. It was fresh. Everything was really fresh today. It usually is, but damn. It's always a good day when you get fresh Taco Bell. Especially when you're half asleep like I am. Okay, let's see. Like the stream becomes Hanlu talked. Yeah. Honglu talking. It is Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I did not have a single taco though. I had 3 burritos. 3 burritos and a blueberry freeze because I was feeling like treating myself. Plus, it was $1. I'm not gonna pass up a freeze for $1. Alright, how do we feel about stopping there for the night? For Limbus? We feel safe for that? Because I don't know how long this would be. This was almost half hour to read through. Which is fine. I don't mind it, but at the same time, we're already going to be approaching 4 hours soon. And it is a weekday. That counts. Yeah, I guess it does. I guess you're not entirely wrong.
내일도 좋은 컨디션으로 임하시려면 일찍 자두는 것이 좋습니다.
Yeah, I don't know why connection's been iffy today. That's been weird. It shouldn't be like that. It's being silly today. It's being very funny. How do you feel? I feel alright. Just very tired. I don't do anything in the morning, so it's not like it affects me much, but you did say you were tired. Yeah, I've been extremely tired, so I don't want to do like one of my legular. Oh my god, I can't even fucking. I'm surprised I was able to speak today. Like my neck is sore, my arm hurts. I did not sleep well. I'm all sorts of messed up today. But it was fine. I was able to get everything I needed to today. Hey, I almost fell asleep on the couch. But I had to be here for everybody.
전투 능력도 변변찮으신데 혼자 다니는 건 위험합니다.
Maybe sleep. I'm not gonna go to sleep just yet, but I think I will relax probably. Hello, Addis. Yeah, let's go ahead and start winding down here. I think that's good. I really liked that last scene. That last sequence. Do we devastate? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, you know what? No, I know what we'll do briefly while we wind down. No. I don't want to spend too much longer. So let's start winding down for this.